Trojan family, Trojan gang. What it do, man? It's your boy Carter Sports back in this thing, and we got some good news. I know y'all know, so I gotta keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? I have to keep the same energy. Y'all know how I've been feeling about this transport portal season thus far, right? I ain't been liking how it's moving, but I like this. I told everybody, do not. I don't want to hear nothing but about no skill position players. I want to see them trenches. So I'm excited about this. This is what we need. We need a Keeshawn Silver. We need another one. Dog said. So only thing I'm paying attention in this transfer portal is the trench news. So we got double good news on the trench news. We got Keeshawn Silver coming into the Trojans, right? Then we also got Emmanuel Pregnon. What's up, Brittany? We also got Emmanuel Pregnon coming through, right? Coming back for USC. So all the trench news is what you want to see, what you want to hear. So I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? People have been saying I've been doom and gloom because this is just what we've been missing. I need to see them 300 pounders. You know what I'm saying? Covered in the trenches. So we got one stand with Pregnon, which that surprised a lot of people. A lot of people thought Pregnon was going to go into the draft. Right, so that's big, huge news, right? That's one less hole we gotta fill. And getting this kid is good news. And Eli Sanders, I like him. You know, we lost Joyner. We had to pick up another back. That's a home run threat. And Eli Sanders is a home run threat. You know what I'm saying? Eli Sanders is a home run threat for sure. So I like how we feeling. What's up, Red Fox? What's up, B Jinx? You know what I'm saying? Where my boys at? Hit that link. You know, we got to keep the same energy. We've been kind of down, but the last 24 hours is looking good for SC. So we got to celebrate the wins, just like we talk shit about the losses. My boy Logan Dow said we didn't need a 300 pounder. We needed a 330 pounder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like this kid, right? So hopefully we could get Josh Jarrett. What's up with Josh Jarrett? Has he, you know what I'm saying? What it's looking like with him? Because he's another 330 pounder. And I feel you. Forget the 300 pounder, right? Yeah, we need them monsters. We need them tanks. You know, when you hit going over 320, you a tank. What's up, my boy J.A.? How you feeling, man? I'm feeling different energy right now. I kind of like this when I'm seeing right now with SC, with Pregnon coming back, the running, and this dude.
Made me digress from how I felt the other day. That's for sure. I mean, it's a good day to be a Trojan. Last couple days, actually. Them grabbing the big boy in the middle, man. That make what B Jinx was saying was right. Going after that middle. I mean, we short up the middle right there. Pregnon coming back, and then getting going to get a big D tackle, getting Kamari Ramsey. Remember before I was talking about retention, returning, getting our players back in that we really want to keep and need to keep. And man, it's a beautiful day, bro. We need more though.
Right. We need more, right? But I like the sign in this one
Right.
because I know Keeshawn Silver didn't come at a cheap price. I know we had to compete for him. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I know other big time schools with bags was looking at him. So for him to come to us, I feel like we ain't playing with the bag. Because
And it seems that
I know he didn't come cheap.
who Deanton Lynn and Coach Henny want, we gonna ante up the bag to get who they want to keep our defense on point.
Right. What's up, B Jigs? How you feeling?
Man, what I've been telling y'all, man. Y'all around here panicking.
I
Y'all
know you
around here
gonna talk your
panicking.
shit.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to tell y'all, man, what the deal is, man. You come down to premium positions of needs and identifying your commodities. And right now in this conference, 4-star receivers are not a commodity. So you cut that in half because the time of possession is going to increase, but from team to team, but you're getting fewer plays. You're not getting 80 plays a game. You might be
Right.
getting 60 at the most. So imagine trying to keep a running back and 4 receivers happy with only 60 plays. It's not feasible.
Right.
No doubt, no doubt. So I'm like, if we gonna do it like this, if we start keep trending in this direction, the last couple 24 hours, filling these holes, getting these bodies. I know Josh Jarrett was on campus. If we get him, then it's really on. But
He's
Big
a
J,
defensive tackle too, right?
yeah, he a defensive tackle too. Another, he about like 330 as well.
So what we need to do now is right now, what we need to do, we got the 2-star receivers we need. We need to get that kid that's from Tulsa and use him as a possession receiver. He shouldn't
I
cost
think he
that
just
much.
signed. He just signed with Utah. B Jinx.
Did he?
Yeah, he signed with Utah.
Well, we need to get a possession receiver that's not going to cost that much, but those are considered to be like, replaceable parts. Your running backs and your receivers. But right now, our premium positions of needs are going to be along that defensive line. We got Kamara Ramsey to come back, so I'm pretty sure they increased his bag. We got Gentry. We got Gentry at the linebacker spot. We got DeCarlo Nicholson. I heard he may be coming back. He might have another year in eligibility. So we keeping those key pieces in place on the defensive side of the ball. The only thing we need to do is just show up that linebacker spot and maybe get 1 to 2 more defensive tackles.
Right.
We need to get a center and we need to get a right tackle. Oh,
Right.
and a backup quarterback. I can't forget about that. A backup quarterback.
Now, so you think with the lineman? I know we got Pregnant coming back. You going there? I would go at the 3.
3 what? Tackle? Being 3 offensive linemen?
Three offensive linemen. Yeah.
Of course, you want to get a center and probably 2 tackles.
Right tackle. Okay.
2 tackles. You're gonna need 2 tackles in case somebody get hurt. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you're gonna need 2 tackles, a center, and a backup quarterback. Somebody that can slide in between Maeva and Longstreet. Somebody slide right in between there. Just in case something happened to Maeva, you don't want to hedge this season because this is going to be Riley's most important season at SC. This is going to determine whether or not he stay or whether or not he go.
Right. That's a guarantee. Yeah. And I'm also thinking we get 2.
Hey, hold on, Jay. What's up, Christian?
What's good, fam? What's good, fellas?
What's going on, my brother?
You said what now?
I said, what's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Yeah, I'll say good looking for the Cash App. The Cash App in the chat if y'all want to donate. Chris, always look out for your boy. I appreciate you, my boy.
No worries, man.
How you feeling though? How you feeling?
Man, a lot better than I was feeling 2 days ago. This is the type of news I like to. This is the type of news I like to hear. We were losing. But first off, my boy B Jenkins on here. Everybody let's recognize Ben G said what the game plan was going forward and what it looks like. He was absolutely right. You know what I mean? So they give props to our boy on that, man. But I think the coaching staff knew that they had a good shot, or they were working the deal in the back to keep Pregnon to come back another year, and also Ramsey, and getting a guy from Kentucky that knows and works and what it's gonna take. So I think that's why they were so okay with losing people, getting the money and stuff situation together. Like BG said, to attack the premium positions, the most dire needs. Now we just got to follow it up. I mean, we could use another interior defensive lineman and a center and even some tackles. I hope we go get the tackle from Washington.
I just said that, Christian. I said we need to get a center and about 2 tackles.
Yeah. I hope we get
if you look at that
Washington.
defensive line, if you look at our defensive line, look at the size of our defensive line. That's why I wasn't tripping when, what's his name, Elijah Hughes.
Right.
I wasn't tripping when Elijah Hughes left because or Sam Green. If you look at the size of our defensive line, all of those kids are 6'4" or better and 280 pounds or better. Yeah. Those are monsters along that defensive line, man.
This boy from Kentucky, a real face.
Those are some big boys, man. Those are some big boys we got, and that's what we gonna need to compete in the Big Ten. Again, Riley built that team, especially the offensive side with all of those skill positions. He built that team for the Pac-12 to compete in the Pac-12. Now we're moving to the Big Ten. We don't need that many skill positions. We need to identify who our commodities are. When you got to choose between lemon and a branch, you keep branch. I mean, not branch, you keep lemon. because Lemon got the same type of burst that Branch got, but he runs a better route tree, like Christian been saying, and he has better hands. And if I got to choose between Lane and Deuce, give me Lane, because Lane is a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's what you're going to need to high point that ball. You keep those two. So now the receivers might see about 20 to 25 targets per game. Hey, I feel better about splitting that between those two than trying to split it between 4 receivers.
Right.
Now all you need to do is get a possession receiver to move the chains. We got the receiver to stretch the field. That's Lemon.
And another aspect about the wide receiver position we normally don't talk about a lot, and those wide receivers struggle. Even Hudson struggle with it, and that's blocking. Our wide receiver screens and everything wasn't effective like Colorado's, wasn't effective like Florida's and those other teams, and because our wide receivers had issues blocking.
Well, if you look at Colorado's play designs, it looked like their wide receivers block very well, because they will pull their offensive lines out there. So it'd be like a screen, almost like an extension of a handoff. So they will pull those big offensive linemen and combine them to block out there on the edges, on the perimeters with the receiver. So yeah, when their receivers touch the ball, they will pick up 15, 20, sometimes 30 yards a pop, because you got big offensive linemen out there on those DBs. That's why it looked like they were blocking so well, which was a good match. But until, I think, who was that picked that apart? Was it Kansas? I want to say Kansas picked that apart. They ate that up.
Now, what do you guys think also with next year, us integrating the tight end more?
That depends
hold on. Let's talk about
that depends on the tackle situation.
Right.
This year our tight end was integrated until our tackles proved they couldn't hold up, and so we start bringing the tight end to block.
So before we start talking about the tight end, what's up with our other committee? Yeah, he
stayed in the Big 12, and he was running away from people like this as well.
Yeah, I did see that.
He was running.
I did see that. I was just playing devil's advocate for the people to hear different, for those of the Debbie Downers.
Hey Christian.
What's going on?
He from down in your area. He from Oceanside too.
Yeah. Well, Oceanside about an
Cali boy?
Yeah, originally. Yeah.
What high school is he out of?
I don't know. It say he was born in Oceanside. I don't know what high school he played at.
But yeah, he played at Iowa. He originally was at Iowa State, and he was running away from Big 12 too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I like that 7.2 yards a carry. I like his style. So okay, how y'all feel about with them other dudes? Y'all think we gonna get Jared? This make me feel like I like my chances of we getting Jared.
Man, I'm confident when it comes to the defensive side.
From Georgia, right?
I'm confident when it comes to
that's his defensive lineman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the interior.
It really depends on how much he's asking for with that one. I know that one definitely gonna come with a hefty price tag, and we just sold up the kid from Kentucky. It also going to depend on what other pieces they're able to move, what other pieces that are expendable. So you might have to cut down a few more people. Now, what I would do is, on the offensive side, I don't know how big that kid Matthews is, the tight end from Georgia. I would look at beefing him up and maybe trying to work him in as a tackle. That's what I would do with him.
Isn't he like 6'7", 250 or something like that?
I think so. Because it depends on how good his feet are. He could pick up another 25, 30 pounds easily on his frame.
Right.
I would look at possibly moving him to tackle, talking him into moving to tackle.
But is he gonna want to move to tackle? Are you gonna be able to get him to come in with players on moving?
If you could convince him with his size and probably the length of his arms, we look at that potential first round draft pick.
Well, and you got to think that Hanson is the one who recruited him, and now Hanson is the offensive line coach.
Right. I'm just thinking, from I'm cutting through a lot of the fat that we got, that was built for the Pac-12 and converted to the Big Ten. And a kid like that, I could see going first round as an offensive tackle.
You just gonna have to
But
convince him to give up playing tight end to go to offensive line.
Right.
That's to come to come
yeah,
into
yeah.
school
But
to do
but
that.
but here's the thing: how many tight ends like they're going top 10? There's not. There's not. So that's how I would convince him.
But Carter, to your question about do we think we can get the defensive lineman from Georgia? I'm like you. I'm more optimistic today. And for one, I have more confidence on the defensive side to be able to close out and get the commitments than I do offensively right now. You know what I'm saying? The defense is doing what they got to do. They getting people to commit. And I know Riley said the defensive first approach. So we might be trying to sort of defense, see what we got left to do offense. But with Henny and his connections and stuff to Georgia, he recruits Georgia pretty good. You know what I mean? And have those connections. So I really think we got a shot. We got a shot at it.
Well, Hitty has shored up the whole South. He got Jakeem Stewart out of Louisiana. He got Floyd Boucard out of Florida. Now he get these Georgia boys. He got the Kentucky kid coming now. It seems like
Right.
he got out south and get who he want.
So not who
I,
we want because we had
Well,
two
not who he
Georgia
want,
people
but
come in and get
he
committed.
not striking
But
out on
yeah,
a lot.
but he
hey,
has that connection down
I
there.
heard some more money came in.
Well,
I heard some more money came in, like 24 million.
did three, and then
Okay,
we
let's
got
go.
our top players aren't playing here anymore. Biller Boss, Branch. Who was the other one? There was a third one too.
Deuce.
Dude's
Deuce.
gone.
Yeah.
So a
And you
lot of
know,
that money that was allocated for those players, you can move them over to positions of need.
Right. Right.
And I think some of that money was used to keep Ramsey, like I said earlier, keep
And
Ramsey and
Pregnon. Right.
Pregnon.
Right.
look,
Which
and
are both huge pieces.
I also heard on top of that 24 million that just came in, that Riley knows like this a make or break year. He know they got to spend this year. He ain't in control of the spending, but he know it's make or break. Riley knows make or break. They ain't stupid. I didn't heard like they really feel like how we feel, right?
Yeah.
Like we gotta get this shit going. This is a make or break year. So our coaches ain't stupid. I got word that they thinking just how we thinking. But everybody just can't come out and show their hand and say everything out in the media. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. They got things
Mm-hmm.
going on in the, cooking in the office that nobody knows about.
yeah, I'm just saying like our coaching staff, the team, like the coaches on the field on the ground, is more in the tune what we thinking. Like I've been on Riley, but I didn't heard inside information that Riley thinking the same way. Like, man, like we got to get these kids, we got to spend. Ain't no way around this. And he know that this is the year. He Riley gonna make them spend this year, even though he ain't in control in it. He putting his best foot forward right now to get it done. Don't think that Riley and these guys ain't trying. If y'all look, we is getting the best players to come through and visit, but we just haven't been able to close the deal. Like, look at our
Because of the
recruiting
money.
classes and visits. Look at all the players we was in the running for and that was committed, and we just couldn't close the deal. The elite players are coming, and the coaches is on it, but our money just ain't being right. But right now, our money is just getting better. I heard another endowment just came in, so that's maybe why we was able to sign Silver and Sanders. And I was told to be patient. I was told that they gonna get it done. That the best foot forward is coming right now. So I was like, okay, we gonna wait and see. Well, I just want to let y'all know that from the inside, is they talking a little brighter. You know what I'm saying? It's looking a little better. It ain't doom and gloom like I thought it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing Riley is very, very, very extremely good at? Not letting the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Right. Right.
He keeps
Right.
everything in house and private, and he does a really good job of that. I mean, you hear little leaks and stuff with players and things like that, but for most of it, he keeps it in house without letting everybody know his next move. And it's just about making your next move your best move.
Right. So I'm gonna say it. So look for some more. We finna bring in some more. Finna bring it. Hey, what y'all think about? I love. That's another sign that I believe what I'm hearing, because I didn't think Kamari or Pregnon was gonna stay.
Right.
So
I
how
thought
they
I
think
thought we
about
had a good
program?
chance of
Go ahead.
I thought we had a good chance of Ramsey staying when his god brother signed with us. That's when I thought like, okay, it's a good chance that he
Harvey.
Yeah,
yeah. When
but
Harvey
he had a
signed, I was
first
like,
round grade though, Chris. Like most dudes
I
don't
when
turn
that
around a first round grade, bro. Like
I
so
got
you got
hope
to.
I got hopeful. I got hopeful with that one though. When we saw, I was like, man, I think Ramsey might stay. You know what I'm saying? I was more like you leaning that he gone, but I had a little inkling that man he might stay. Just you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking
Yeah.
that's how we. I was thinking he was part of getting his god brother to someplace.
Look, don't think he didn't get no pay increase either.
Oh yeah, he got broke off.
Oh, he
He got
definitely got broke off. That's for sure.
Because he got to get at least be getting first round money for him to turn down that first round money. Know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm like what I'm saying, man. Like with players turning down the NFL, like this kid could have went to the NFL, Pregnon could have went to the NFL. Then we get Silver, right? Eli Sanders is like, oh, okay, like we doing better in what we thought than I thought personally. Everybody called me doom and gloom, but
I didn't even
what's
know that
talking
Pegnon
about?
had another year.
You didn't know?
yeah, he did.
Oh, I
I
didn't
think
know that.
Pregnon had
I
a
thought his
COVID year.
eligibility was up.
Pregnon, no, I think Pregnon had a COVID year to his. I think he started
Oh, okay.
the COVID year. I think
Right.
Yeah, and
but he still
Pregnon was an easier sell because they had him graded as going in the last round, like towards the end of
they
the round.
did
Like
they did. Well, that's better
yeah,
for us.
so
That's
that was
better for
saying
us.
so that's an easier sell for Pregnon come back and increase your draft stock. I think it's 257 people in the draft, and they had him ranked as the 258 best player. Don't ask me how. That's Pro Football
Right.
Focus. I don't even care. I'm saying
Hey,
he's bad.
the fans said the Carlos Nicholson coming back. He could come back because y'all heard about that new JUCO rule.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You're
Right.
gonna
Oh,
have
so
I
yeah,
players.
like
if they
it
go to
though. I like
yeah,
that new JUCO rule.
well,
Now
basically
you're
they
gonna
get
have
six
players
years to
playing
play.
26, 27.
Right.
Hey, but it gonna make it easier for you to fill out your roster. It gonna make it easier for you to find the diamonds in the rough. It gonna make it easier. You can find something in the bargain bin that might could pop. You know what I'm saying? So I like it because it'll help a program build a program, fill out your roster, find some hidden gems. Like especially the West Coast kids, because a lot of West Coast kids may come out undersized, under the radar. They could go to JUCO 2 years, get their body right, get some game film, and then when they come to college, instead of only having 2 years of eligibility, they got the whole 4 years. So that's what basically the rule is. Like when you transfer to JUCO to D1, you start off as a freshman. You got your whole 4 years. So I like that to be able to develop. You know what I'm saying? That's like a minor league system. Like it's like a way to develop players and don't throw them in there when they ain't ready. So if you come when you ain't ready, you might hit the bench and never see the field, never start, never get drafted or nothing because you came in too early, not ready. They thought you was a bust. Some kids need a little bit more time to reach their potential. So I like this. It makes it better if you a coach and you out there looking for talent. What y'all think? I like this shit.
I my I don't have a problem with it because it is what it is because people playing that long anyway. But if you look at it, if you go to JUCO 2 years, you at least get 6 years, at least 6 years of college eligibility. So if you do 2 years at JUCO and you come in, you redshirt your first year, and then you take a medical redshirt, you get 8 to 9 years of college football. That means
Right.
you're gonna be that means you're gonna be 26, 27 playing against 18, 19, 20 year olds when your body develop. Your metabolism be done slow down. It's easier to gain weight and put on muscle when you 26, 27 than when you 18, 19, and 20. So it's gonna be grown men out there playing with. You know what I'm saying? They're not kids because they 18, but you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like
I
I'm
hear
like, this
you.
is wild. I'm like, this is wild.
I hear you, right? So you want an age limit on college?
Man, gotta come on, man, gotta be. We can't have no more Chris
Yeah,
Williams.
you got to
We
be
can't
like
have no
cut it
more Chris.
like you got to
We
cut it
can't have
off
no
like
more Chris
24,
Williams.
25.
Yeah.
24, 25. That's it. That's it. No more.
But with this rule, you can't cut it off like that. I mean, look at it. It's a guy in Miami right now that's been playing college football for 9 years. The tight end that was up in Oregon. That's crazy.
That is. Well,
That's crazy,
imagine if they give Cam Rising another medical red shirt.
man.
That'll put him in college. What, like 6, 7 years? 7?
No, it'd be like I think it'd be like 8, won't it?
Christian,
I
to
think this
your
year was his
point,
7th year.
they said that this new ruling, that this actually a player, if he do it right, you could actually stretch this out to 10 seasons.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy, man.
like, if you use all your red shirts and your medical red shirts, all that you were saying, they said you could have a 10-year college career.
That's a decade. That's a decade.
Right.
That's wow, man.
Hey, if I'm a coach, I like it. Like, I'm getting this JUCO kid. He ready. He a grown ass man. Like,
They're gonna be calling them pops on the team. What's up, pop?
So by the time he get out, he gonna be just as old as some of the coaches on the squad.
Right.
But you know, those are the kids that are not going pro. You already know that. So
Yeah.
I can see them milking it for as long as they can. You have to remember, a lot of those kids that go to BYU, they're 24, 25 years old playing against 18, 19-year-old kids too.
Because they go to those
but we're
missions
not
for a year or two.
With this, we ain't talking about 24, 25. We're talking about 27, 28.
yeah.
True.
You can stretch it to 10 years. They laid it out how you can do it too. Like,
I think they should give them like a 6-year maximum or something, and like, you know, our age limit. Like, hey, you can't go past 25.
They should cap it at 6 years.
Yeah, you got to cap it somewhere.
I mean, if they don't finesse the system, it is going to be 6 years. So you could be able to do your 2 years at JUCO and then 4 at D1.
Well, it's not a finesse. They might take just a regular red shirt like a freshman would. They first year.
Now that's 7. Now we at
Right.
7. Yeah, you can stretch it all the way to 10, but if they ain't bullshitting and they just trying to get better and get to the league, they gonna just take they 6, hopefully. Like, cause look, if you play 2 years at JUCO, you should be ready, right? You shouldn't have to red shirt your fresh year going to D1, right? They scouted you, okay, yeah, you ready. We need you plug and play, like how we got Jamil Muhammad and Solomon Bird and some of them dudes on the lower level. Like, okay, you talented, let's go. What this do help is Jaden Richardson from Tufts, like the receiver roster. So now he could come back, I think. Remember, we got Richardson from JUCO.
Because he been at JUCO. Yeah.
So this
this is an extra 4 years.
I don't think Tufts was a JUCO college though. It was just a Division III.
Oh, okay. Let me know because I ain't sure.
Yeah, Jay Richardson, he ain't come from.
Nah,
like so. Yeah, he's like D3 or D2 because there's no way you can come from JUCO and be a senior.
Right. That's true. But we gonna see. I mean, they already finessing the system. I mean, without this, you could finesse it to 8 years though, 7 years though, even without this. So I just like it. I think some sleepers gonna come through though. That's all. Like, I think you're gonna be able to find somebody, a little receiver, a little running back. You be able to find something.
This is gonna be a big play for a lot of kids to keep them motivated. The ones that want to, play football, got a love for the game, and like you're saying with the development, because it's really gonna help out for these kids who put their foot down and keep grinding and keep going and pick up the weight and get the speed up to par and get the development. It's gonna be a big play for them.
Yeah, I just look Richardson at Tufts division. He came from Division III school. That was Division III.
Yeah, what it's gonna do is gonna be able to help the coaches tell players like, look, you could come here, you might sit the first year or two because we so stacked and we got this, or instead of riding the bench over here, you could go to JUCO for a year and we'll bring you up next year if you don't want to sit this year or something like. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like it get a player. I'm for the players. You feel me? So I'm for anything that help the players play. You know what I'm saying? And keep them motivated, like you said.
Man, you know what I think this is going to open up to as a possibility that it might that folks, you know how baseball have
Like the farm
like
systems.
the farm system. It's like we probably gonna start seeing coaches offer kids NIL deals and send them to whatever they farm JUCO is to play for 2 years to develop, then bring
Right.
them up. That like I think that's where we're headed. That's gonna be the next step of
I think it definitely helped the JUCO schools. It's going to help them a lot,
it. Definitely.
and because a lot
But
of kids aren't going to want to.
hey, it gonna be for them. It gonna be for them late bloomers, just like Logan said. Some kids develop physically later. It gonna help them, right? So you could develop and get playing time, get some experience. So when you do get your size and your body do develop, you still just ain't raw. You've been playing too. So it'll be a lot of it help you not miss on a player. You can see a player, you can see his progression. Okay, he wasn't ready. Okay, now he ready. Now you got more film. Now you can evaluate and judge the kid better and make better decisions for the coaches. So I like it. But now that we got a D lineman, hey JA, what you been hearing? You been hearing something about what we got some offensive linemen we looking at? Because I
I
feel like
haven't.
we need another tackle.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I haven't talked to my brother. So, but once I talk to him, I'll see him on Christmas, and he'll give me the 411 of what he knows. So, but I know they got some in the back. They got some cats they're looking at. Now we got to look at this is only really the first wave of the transfer portal too. After all the bowl games are over and the playoffs is over, I think is when they really gonna start cleaning up.
Exactly. That's why I'm excited. Like if we do good now, right, in the early window, then we set up nice for the second window. You know what I'm saying? So if we do good this first round, but before the bowls even go, that's why I want to get like Jared. I want to get like one or two more players. So just like
Right.
you said, if we already looking solid before the bowl games get played, now we got momentum. Now we looking good, and now we could like carry that momentum. You know what I'm saying? And tell these
Yeah.
players, okay, we already got Jared, we already got Silver, we building. Just got a little bit more money coming in. Like it ain't all doom and gloom. We got players. We looking better next year. We still got a stellar class. Like people forget though, we got a lot of freshmen, y'all, that didn't play this year.
Yeah.
That's ballers and gonna be ballers in the future, right? Dudes like Isaiah Rubin, Braylon Conley, Marquise Gallegos, Desmond Stevens, Carlon Jones, G Day. It's so many young kids, especially on that defense side, that they didn't even get to play. That's gonna play next year, right? So we might come to find out all we need really is depth at certain positions. It wouldn't surprise me if Carlon Jones come out next year and be the real deal at nose tackle. It wouldn't surprise me if G Day take that extra step and be all conference. It wouldn't
Right.
surprise me if Anthony Lucas finally broke out and did his thing, right? It wouldn't
Evan
surprise me.
Tompkins.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Keeshawn Silver took his game to another level down there with Coach Henny, right? So we got to keep that in mind. I never really talk about that because that's potential, right? But we got a lot of players that in this last class that got the potential to be scary. Then we got guys coming in like Gorse Cordova and this and that. So if we been evaluating right, and then we develop the talent we got, and we do good in the portal, we might actually can be compete for a Big Ten championship. But I always just look at this roster going forward as okay. I see a lot of talent, but it's potential with the young guys, so I can't really pump my chest about it. But these kids
Yeah,
all
because you haven't seen them on the field.
yeah, but these kids all done had a year on the and Deion Lynn's system. They all had a year under Coach Henny. They ain't gotta be recoached because a lot of players that they came in, like the Bryson Straws, that players that was here before this coaching staff. It's like you kind of gotta like recoach them players and reprogram them. But they got kids out of high school where all they know in this college level is Deion Lynn, Coach Henny, Doug Belt. Now they going into their second year into this system. I believe in them coaches, and I believe in the talent we got. So if that come to fruition and we develop the talent that we got, like you can't tell me that Desmond Stevens ain't gonna be a star or Elijah Newby or Cameron Fountain. If these kids make that jump, which I think they is, we in damn good position. We in damn good position, right? Because if they make that jump, that's a starter. If Cam Fountain make his jump, that starter, that's first round NFL potential. That's the next tool we get into the quarterback with him. Same thing with Braylon Shelby, right? Same thing with Carlon. If our kids make that jump, we got a cold starting lineup on defensive line. If we look at talent, like Carlon Jones, his potential is NFL. Cameron Fountain, edge, his potential is NFL. Keeshawn Silver, the same thing. Devon Tompkins, the same thing, right? Braylon Shelby, the same thing. That's a whole 5-man defensive line right there. If they just take the next level in their progression to they stardom, right? Now we only need somebody who could back them up. Now Keeshawn Silver and Josh Jarrett, they these rotation players. You know what I'm saying? Because Carlon Jones and G-Day, these dudes got the same potential as them. Braylon Shelby and Cameron Fountain got the same potential as them. So that's one thing, Trojan fans, when we be feeling doom and gloom, and even when I be feeling like that.
If because it's going to be awesome for
some on defense. We got a cold starting lineup for sure. Then the DBs, Marcellus Williams, he NFL potential. Braylon Con, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
What class I'm talking about? Is that the 23 class? The 23?
That's 23, yeah.
Are the
24 because this is 25, so that's the 24 class.
That 24 class could be the class to turn this program around. Now we could just be supplementing them right now. Like these could be players that's gonna be the team, or these players that we getting could actually be the supplements, right? Like we getting these defensive alignments, but the next defensive alignment for us next year might be G-Day. You know what I'm saying? Might be Carlon, might be somebody from that class. We got a DB in the transfer portal. The next DB next year might be one of them freshmen that we had that didn't see the field this year.
Yeah, it's just a matter of us getting talent, great talent that has experience. So like Carlon Jones could sit under somebody like Silver and see how to really do it and give him some playing time here and there. Let him get on the field and you can watch him develop over time under somebody who can give him some great tutelage that's on the field with him every day.
Yeah, and it ain't even just about sitting behind Keeshawn Silver or whatever. It's about being a whole year in the system.
Yeah.
And then going into your second year being developed by these NFL coaches.
You guys see what came out about Alabama? You see what they did?
What they do?
What they I mean, a couple of days ago, we were all upset. We got these players jumping in the portal.
Hey, we need to go after Patrick Payton, the Florida State edge.
What's his measurement?
He got in the portal.
Are you guys interested in getting any more edges though?
I'll take another one. Because like I said, like even if Cameron Fountain pop, right? Even if he blow up next year, we still gonna need a backup for him, right?
Right now, I feel like we only 3 deep at the edge. We Fountain, Lucas, and what's my man name? Number 34.
Shelby.
Braylon Shelby.
I still think we need one more edge. We need to at least be 2 deep.
Yeah, on both
each side. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I want to.
But Carter, I was gonna say, I had got kicked out when you was talking too about our young players and them being in Lynn them system. Shoot, most of them ain't even been a year yet, right? Lynn them came in the spring. Most of them came in the spring. So imagine what they'll be like. It won't be a full year to the spring. Not only that, the other good thing about it is now they get another year to develop their bodies into the bodies that he wants, right? Remember last year we had to put on all that weight. This year now they can put on even more weight. So the people who still was undersized, who was just almost there, they'll put on another 10 to 15 pounds on the defensive line per person. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and their body's gonna be a year more developed as well. So all that works in our favor.
Yeah. And what y'all think about another dude I want is Hunter Osborne from
Where's he
Alabama.
out of?
He from Bama. I'm finna pull him up. He had hopped in the portal.
And Alabama had a lot of DBs leave.
Yeah, y'all just
I
was
think they
telling
had
me
like 4 or 5 DBs hit the portal.
this
Man,
dude,
Alabama DBs were getting torched this season.
Right.
this
Every
dude,
Yeah.
last one
this
of them.
dude right here. He was like, he was big time coming out of high school. He a freshman. He's 6'4", 298. He was a big time recruit. Got a lot of potential.
Man, but see,
You
Carter,
feel
I feel like we got a lot of potential already on our bench.
Yeah,
Like,
why don't you start the proven play? Like, if we can get the
yeah, we need
proven
some
ones there.
experience. Yeah,
Okay, we
game
got
record.
one.
I feel
Look. I wouldn't mind to balance it out. We got Keeshawn Silver. He only finna be here 1 year. He already been in college. This gonna be his 5th year,
yeah,
right?
but I feel like we that
Off the
same
door.
potential
So
you just
I'm
named that we
cool.
got on the bench already.
I know, but look, I'm cool if you tell me we got 4 defensive linemen, right? And 2 of them is 4 right now, go help us right now, and 2 gonna help us in the future. I take that. Cause like I told y'all, we only had a class with 21 commits. Other schools are getting 27, 28. So a dude like this, I'm adding him to the freshman class. That's how I'm looking at him, like a high
Right.
school recruit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're adding on the depth.
Gotcha,
You're
Yeah, I'm
getting the
adding
gotcha,
to
depth.
the
Yeah, you're showing up
for
the
that
depth.
for that year, for that time, for his timeline. Like
gotcha.
Keyshawn Silver
Cause we
on a timeline right now. Hunter Osborne go hop in and be running with Carline and G Day. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha. And the chances that we keep everybody in today's football is
Exactly.
it's slim anyway. So
So
we
look,
definitely
look,
try to get that depth.
look. If you can, you hoard talent and then let it figure itself out after that. You hoard talent and
Right.
whatever tip over the top, tip over the top. But you
Like,
hoard that talent and then trim it down instead of trying to maintain it and fill it up. You want to be
like,
happy to trim it down. You
That's
want to
like
what
go
and
Oregon,
that's what
right?
Oregon do. That's what
Yep.
Oregon do because they know good well all them people in those city field. But what it is, we'd rather have you and pay you to be on our bench so we ain't got to play against
exactly. And if you smart enough or stupid enough to stay 4 5 years and wait your turn, we'll let you do that too. And it might work out for you. See, some players need 3 or 4 years to really make an impact. So yeah, I'm taking the unproven talent too. Now I'm gonna tell you, like, I probably ain't gonna give as much to the unproven, but I'm going after the young freshman. I can see if you been in college 3 or 4 years and ain't done nothing, right? But if you just a freshman, oh, and I like you out of high school and you redshirted this year, you only played 2 3 games. Yeah, I'm looking at you as a recruit that I could have got in last year's class or this year's class.
Got
So
it.
I'm all for anything on the defensive line. If you unproven, yeah, young. I don't want no dude that been in college 3 or 4 years and still ain't did nothing and trying to do something now. Nah. But the young ones with potential, yeah, come on, come to SC. Coach Henny got that dog work for you. Another player, Florida State, Lamont Green. He another defensive lineman out of Florida State. He
Now,
hopped
was
into
anybody good at Florida State this year?
Man, here's the
Marvin
thing
Jones.
though. But
Marvin Jones hopped in too.
Now I heard about him. Any a linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard he was pretty good.
No,
here's
actually,
the thing
he
about
like a hybrid. Marvin Jones is like a hybrid type dude,
Oh, okay.
which I
here's the
like.
thing about here's the thing about Florida State that's interesting. Going into the season, they was just like LSU was ranked the number one offensive line. Florida State was ranked to have the top defensive line in the country. Every last person on the line was projected on their defensive line to go to the NFL. Now, Florida State issue really wasn't on the defensive line. It was offensively that was very, very bad. That put them in bad situation. So if you can get one of those starters off the Florida State defensive line and with a coaching staff like ours, they'll be able to do something. Like they always projected their starting liners to be NFL. They was projected going to the season why they was ranked so high. They have the best defensive line in the country. Best defensive line in the country.
Okay.
Yep, and Marvin Jones is a part of that defensive line.
Yeah, Florida State issues was offensively. When they picked up DJU in that transfer, I was like, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, exactly. A huge mistake.
Right.
He basically tarnished their whole season.
Well, they were still bad outside of them. It was bad offensive line. Florida State just it's an example of a portal giveth and a portal take away. The year before they were good. That whole team was built off the portal, and it was 1 year, right? Everybody gave them a year. They lost so much to the NFL off their team last year. I mean, most of the starters on the offensive line, wide receivers, running back, they lost. They starting defensive end. They lost line. They lost so much to the NFL off their team because it was built all on the portal, and they had 1 year hires, and they didn't have nothing in waiting. And so this year they struggled because they didn't have nobody to replace them because they, for the last couple of years, have built that whole team in the portal and didn't recruit well.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now our defensive line is kind of coming along really good.
Really nice.
Hey, you know who I like? That's a sleeper. Is this dude out of Louisiana Tech? His name is David Blay. He's 6'4", 300. Y'all want production? He had production. Right?
We need those big space heaters. Like I'm telling you, when Anton Lynn had Toa in the middle, that let the Murphy twins go off. Toya went off. Like that's what made his defense so good.
And so
With
this is
one
what
man,
happens.
huh?
This is what happens, and I don't think everybody understands because I see somebody in the chat say we need defensive ends. We didn't get that many sacks last year. A big part of that is because we couldn't get no push up front. You need those in order to get sacks. The interior guys, their job is not to make the sack, but they have to push the lineman back. You know what I'm saying? Into the quarterback, and it makes the quarterback roll out to either side, and that's where your defensive ends get your sacks at.
Yeah.
And so with the defensive ends we have, I feel like another one to go too deep. But I love that we're building an interior so that we can get that push and we can start getting negative plays. That's where your sack's going to start is from your big guys inside getting a push, pushing them linemen in the quarterback's face, making him, get out the pocket and things like that. That's how the pocket collapse. You have to have a push from the inside and they crash down on the outside. And that's how a pocket collapses.
Well, then also it's the space eater too, Christian. Like having him being
for the run.
330. Yeah, he got to get double and triple teamed every play now.
Yeah, because
that gets our DNs 1-on-1.
Yeah, in the run game, in the pass game, that's right. It gives them 1-on-1. They crash the pocket down. In the run game, your interior defensive lineman for the scheme that D'Anthony Lynn run, their job is really not to make the tackle, but it's to eat up blocks so the linebackers run free. Because they run that Baltimore type defense. So the 3-4, they need space eaters to eat up the blocker, and it's the linebacker's job. But I don't want to get on it too much. But last year, our linebackers, they took a lot of the wrong gaps a lot of the time. Let's just be honest.
Hey Fred, who USC paying $2 million a year to?
What's the name? Well, not $2 million a year. He got $2 million. I don't think nobody getting $2 million a year. But they said that what's the name got a 7-figure contract. Silver did.
Oh, I think they talking about Joaquin.
Yeah, that's $2 million over the course of his career.
Yeah, not a year.
They're not giving him $2 million a year.
Well, it don't. You know what? He gonna renegotiate anyway. If he come out to be the player we want him to be, if he only getting $2 million for his whole career, boy, he definitely
he gonna
renegotiate that.
Yep, or he gonna be gone. He gonna forget all that talk about
we going to
be developing all that.
I mean, but he gonna deserve it. If he be what we think he could be, he's gonna deserve more. All right, $2 million. That means in a 3-year career, that means we only giving you $700,000 a year. If he get to the level that we want him to be, he at least gonna be worth $2 million a year.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope we want him to be worth that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we need to already start putting pennies in the bank for dudes like him. We're already calling them Thanos. But Fred, though, I don't think Stewart is gonna be definitely playing this year. Y'all gotta remember. I want y'all to remember. Be patient with Stewart. He only
Yeah.
played 1 year high school ball, y'all. He only played in his 10th grade year. But he's such a phenom. He showed so much that year. He got all this credit. So y'all got to know he gonna be raw. There's a lot of teaching he need. When I see him on film, it's all talent and physicality, right? He was just on another level, strength wise. When he was playing in high school, already at 10th grade, he was making them kids look like Pop Warner, and he was only the sophomore. So he raw just off his strength, his motor, his attitude. He ain't even been tooled up yet. He ain't got no experience. He ain't been seasoned, nothing. So we got to be patient with this kid. Give Henny some time because this kid, he gonna need development. College, you ain't gonna be able to overpower everybody. When I look at high school, he was the best athlete on the field, and he was overpowering everybody. College, you ain't gonna be able to overpower everybody. That's when that technique, that coaching is gonna have to set in. So give Jakeem Stewart some time. Like if y'all don't see him play next year, don't feel like we miss. It's a bust nothing. Remember, this kid only played 1 year of high school ball.
Yeah, but he's
Right?
worth the investment. You know what I mean? Because you know what you're gonna get in the long term. And a lot of this is depending upon your coach, like trusting your coaching staff to coach them up, which we've been doing a good job of. You know, because I look at Kamari. I mean, if Kamari didn't get hurt until those couple of games, if he wasn't out those couple of games, he would have got first. He would have maybe been the first team All American.
Right.
Definitely first team Big Ten.
Look, I know his rating was up there. He was like one of the top rated. I mean, you ain't gonna get a forget all that. If the NFL got you first round as a safety, you at least a top 2-3 safety in the league. It ain't like 100 safeties is going in the first round.
Right.
You feel me? So the fact that he got a first round grade at safety, that show you his savageness, right?
I didn't see not one player. I mean, out of all the, I guess we could say even all the games we watched, even looking at the opposing teams, I haven't seen one safety that close out and makes the tackle every single time like he does.
Right. But Trojan
Not
fan,
one.
what y'all think about this kid though, David Blake? You feel me? He's 6'4", 300 out of Louisiana Tech. He got 45 tackles last year and 6 sacks. He had 6 sacks playing on the inside. So what Christian is saying, he could provide us that pressure up the middle. Right? 6 sacks is a lot when you playing on the inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
gonna
I
stack
like
up on some big boys, and I'm gonna
he
pay
is.
him.
And look, he's 6'4", so he 300, so he can even add more weight. We get him with the Wiley conditioning. This kid right here, he can get up to 315, 320. Right? So I like. See, I look at stuff like this. Okay, 6 sacks, like he got more sacks than a lot of edges. Right? We didn't even have 6 sacks from our edge.
Right. He did it as a D tackle.
Yeah, he did it as a D tackle. That's what we need. That will provide that pressure up the middle, what Christian was talking about. So I've been scouring the portal, and it's some dudes out there. You know what I'm saying? It's some dudes out there. So I definitely, we definitely in play. Like if we could get one more D lineman and an offensive lineman in this first opening portal, then we good. Then we
Is
good.
there any? I was gonna say, are there any linebackers or safeties out there right now, or no?
Yup. It's some line. I want the linebacker from Oregon State. He was a freshman last year. He had 75 tackles.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's some linebackers out there too. It's some players. It's some decent amount of players out there before it even get thick with the great players that's gonna come after the playoffs and the bowl game. So they like this portal kind of weak, but I'm looking at it. It's kind of decent early. I could find some players like this dude right here. And like I said, the Oregon State kid. There's a couple linebackers out there as well, bro. Like so the
Hey
I
Carter,
will say the defensive side looking better than the offensive side in the portal.
do you think we can be playing the game everybody else is playing? Do you think it's possibly we got some feelings already out there, some in the works, and we just waiting on these playoff games to be over for the person to go ahead and go in the portal and make it official?
Yeah, because they say the players is already doing that anyway. Like,
Right.
hey,
So
I'm gonna be in the
we get
portal
like
after
everybody
the
else
game.
be doing us. Right.
Right, right.
Well, it's just that kid Hayden came in. You already know Kamari already grabbed him. They god brothers. Like, hey man, come on, I'm gonna get SC to give you a bag. You balling, go ahead, come over here. I'm gonna come back. They giving me a bag. We can be roommates over in downtown LA and run LA next year.
So this is my wish list for the rest of the portal in the trenches. I want to get a Hunter Osborne. He had too much potential coming out of college. Nick Saban was recruiting him, so I believe in that. I want David Blay. That's that experience y'all want in production. We're gonna balance it out. Production with potential. This kid got the production, 6 sacks up the middle. He got the size. He's 6'4", 300. We can get him up to 320 if we want to do it like that. Or maybe that's why he got the sacks. Maybe he 300 and quick because he's 6'4". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that quickness. And then get somebody like a Patrick Payton or Marvin Jones Jr. to add to that edge room to keep Cam Fountain and Braden Shelby on they shit. Like we gonna keep competition in the room. That's why I ain't scared to get talent where we already got young talent at. Like, so what? I want competition in the room. I want potential in this bitch, and I want production. Everybody better stay on it. If you're a productive player, you better stay productive. You better stay on it because this young dude gonna get you. If you're a young dude with potential, okay, you better show that potential. You better start producing. So, like I said, I want to stack up on the D line now. I feel like we got a little bit more money. I heard 24 million came in. This is a sleeper. I feel like we probably could get a dude like David Blay on the low. We might got to pay for Hunter Osborne, a little bit more potential, younger, coming out of Alabama. I got to pay for Marvin Jones, but they out there. What y'all think? Maybe do y'all be scouring the portal? Because I'm looking.
Yeah, I be looking. I'm gonna tell you, I turn my attention. My attention been turned to like I said. I think now we can use a couple more defensive linemen, but if they're overpriced, I think the attention needs to turn to the offensive line now.
Oh yeah. I would like to see the
Like
next
the
move.
priority needs to be offensive line now. You know, so yeah, we can get another defensive player, hopefully a defensive lineman, but we need some offensive linemen now.
But we still ain't done on both sides. It ain't like, okay, we got the defensive line sold up. I feel like we got an offensive line pickup with keeping Pregnon. We all thought Pregnon was gonna go and we was gonna need to fill that. So retaining is a
Yeah, but
good.
now we gotta fill the whole right side.
I
Yeah.
agree though. We need that right side for sure. And I do agree. I want to see another lineman, offensive lineman, come
Yeah,
to us on that right side, a right tackle preferably. You know, we talked about it. We all know we feel like we need a right tackle and a right guard. Shit,
and
in the
possibly
center.
a center.
In
And
the
Yeah,
a
center.
center. Maybe even two
everything
centers.
we good left. We good at left tackle and left guard. It's that other side we got so up.
And I feel you because our young talent on D line is better. I believe in that more than I believe in the young talent on the O line. And we already had two young talents lead the O line with Amos Talele and I forget how to pronounce the other dude, but we had two freshmen hop in the portal on the offensive line. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
We do need to get that offensive line cracking because Lincoln Riley offense gonna struggle again if the offensive
yeah.
line is solid.
And I don't have insider scoop, so I don't know. But I haven't seen anything about us going after. Washington has a he played great against us. He played all year, and he's used to pass blocking, the zone read run blocking up, and he's a big size boy and he's a good tackle. And I don't know if we reached out to him or what or not, but it seems like that's a player that we would have went after.
Now,
What
also, what about this is a big position, y'all. None of us have brought it up. What about the putter? Isn't he
I
a
know.
figure?
Yeah, our punter is something to replace. He was the best punter in college football this year.
He was
We
flipping
got a
the field
punter.
for.
Yeah, we got a punter in the portal. I can't remember where he came from JUCO, and the stats on him and like his average for punt is pretty good. I don't think he's going to be what we replacing, but it seems like we did get a pretty good punter out of the JUCO ranks. He committed
Okay.
to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's gonna be hard to place the best putter. I mean, he's the best putter ever
Oh
came out
yeah,
of SC, or the best one
oh
in the
yeah.
nation. Well, he was kicking
I mean,
balls. I was like,
Well,
what?
look, look. If Lincoln Riley goddamn offense get back to where it used to be, I ain't worried about no goddamn punter.
Right,
We got to worry about
right,
punter, but then that means we expect to be punting a lot, which we did this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping we don't need a punter. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Forget all that. Let's get this offense back humming. So Chris, right? Like we got to get this offensive line humming because our defense improved 100 spots. So last year we was 130th. We finished this year 30th. So we improved 100 spots on defense, and it still didn't matter, right? So we got to get that offense going. We got to get that offense going too. We just got Eli Sanders. We need to put a line behind him, in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of work to do. But I didn't been hearing the encouraging news coming from the campus. And don't be surprised if we carry this momentum. Oh, and another thing I wanted to tell Trojan family is that the coaching staff, they get it now. They focusing their attention on California. That's the best news I heard. I should have started off with that. But the best news I heard coming from the inside is that these coaches are starting to get the importance of recruiting California. So I want
Yeah.
y'all to know, expect to see USC offer more California kids, and they finna put California kids first. They feel just like we feel. Damn, all these out-of-state kids they decommit. Damn, it's harder to keep these out-of-state kids. They are feeling how we feeling. We got some bros on USC staff now. Like that defensive side is full of bros. Like Coach Henny and Lynn Belt, they ain't playing it. They smart. They thinking how we thinking. They know. So it's coming out of campus that they know you can't build a championship team without having a majority of your players coming from your home base. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I'll
and
be
also going into the portal and grabbing kids who originally left Cali to go somewhere else and bring them back home.
exactly why you think Eli Sanders. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. He like, man, yep, you're
DJ
right.
Harvey,
Yep. I'm
right?
going right back to SoCal, the ball out at the school I always dreamed of going to.
And
So
Carter, I apologize, John. I apologize. I was wrong. I said Washington. I meant Washington. He's from Washington State. He the number 2 tackle in the portal right now. But he going to visit LSU and Notre Dame. I don't know if we went after him or what, but he's a right tackle. He's Polynesian. Talmo, I believe his last name is. But he's not out of Washington. He out of Washington State.
Is he going to be a senior next year?
Uh, don't give me the. I don't remember his class.
Well, I would look at all their offensive linemen because, I mean, or who's ever in the portal because, that quarterback had a really good year last year. He just went over
Yeah,
to,
he at
where did he went to
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, the OC went to Oklahoma, so he followed the OC to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, they have the number 1 player overall in the portal.
Yeah, John Mateer. Yeah, he was nice.
Mm-hmm. Now, with quarterback, you got. I know, Carter. You said somebody in the middle. You guys got Maeva penciled in as a starter, or are you willing to take a top tier? Like if somebody like a Quentin Ewers come and want to come to SC, would you take him?
oh, hey, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say
taking
this.
Quinn Ewers. I don't
Yeah,
want
if
Quinn Ewers.
somebody like Quinn Ewers came, then I know my Alva hopping in the portal. And I don't want
Yeah.
that. I'd rather
Yeah,
look right now today. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Quinn Ewers, he a better quarterback than Jaden Maava today. But I will be willing to see what's Maava potential, a full year starter, a full off season, second year in the system. I would rather gamble on that because Ken Ewers, he not that dual threat. He's not the typical Lincoln Riley quarterback anyway. But
Right.
Ken Ewers can ball. And I might get him just because I want to see his ass go to Oregon. Like Oregon
Right.
by these transfer portal quarterbacks. Oregon can't develop no quarterbacks, but they've been winning because they could get a Bo Nix, what's the other dude? Dylan Gabriel and you know what I'm saying? They keep getting these quarterbacks.
Well, they grabbed 2 last year. They grabbed Dylan Gabriel and they grabbed the kid from UCLA, the freshman.
Yeah, Dante Moore, right?
Yeah.
So they keep getting quarterbacks in the portal to eward that down year and for them not developing no quarterbacks. So if I'm playing the 48 laws of power, I might just get Quinn Ewers so he won't go to Oregon next. But I think go ahead.
Here's the thing about Quinn Ewers. The reason he's coming back because his draft stock is real bad, and the reason he's talking about entering the portal is because Texas is ready to move on for him to Arch Manning.
Yeah.
And the reason they're wanting to move on is because, and we're talking about bringing him to USC, and the main knock against him is that he's a sitting statue. Like he can't get away from the mobility is not there to get away from the pressure, which is
Right.
struggling. And then he's very inconsistent. One day he can look like the Heisman, the next game he can't hit the side of a barn. And that's why I said, man, no, because we're going to be talking the same thing. We're talking about right now the whole right side of our offensive line, and we don't know where we're going to be at. It's going to be another Miller Moss situation when him can't lose pressure and back there getting toe up. So no, I hope he go to Oregon. You know why I hope he go to Oregon? Because if he go to Oregon, their offense is going to struggle because of him. He's not mobile like Dylan Gabriel. He's not mobile like Bo Nix, and their offense is gonna struggle for it. And he's not built for their type of offense. You know what I mean? So please go to Oregon.
You're right. And look, and just like Wedo said, people offering him $4 million. We ain't finna pay him $4 million. Hell no.
Yeah, that's filling up too much of the cap space.
Yeah, if he was coming at a bargain, if he was coming for the low, I'll let him come in and compete. But at $4 million, nah, like you could get 2 more linemen with that.
And we're assuming it's Oregon. I mean, and I don't even know how true it is, but of course it's been going around on everything that supposedly a Big Ten school in works to offer him $4 million, but no one says who the Big Ten school is. So we're assuming it's Oregon.
What other Big Ten though, Christian? You think like we all think about it? What other Big Ten school would he?
It has to be either Oregon, Ohio State, or Michigan. But out of the 3, he fits Michigan offense better than he do any of the other 2. Because even in Ohio State,
I heard the sleeper though is Miami. They said don't count Miami out on Quinn Ewers either.
Yeah. Again, he go to Miami, he in trouble. You see how much Cam Ward had to create this year and get away from pressure and all that. Sitting duck.
So my boy Chris, you basically saying, look, college football is moving away from the statue and the quarterback. They moving away from the pocket quarterbacks.
Not just college football, NFL as well.
Arch Manning finna be the last pocket quarterback.
Well, they think Arch Manning got some wheels down there.
I know he do though. I know he got straight line wheels. I don't know how much wiggle, but I seen him bust for a 70-yarder. I'm like, okay. Peyton Manning was
I seen Arch Manning, the games Arch Manning came in and played this year. I mean, let's be honest. If you look at Texas' schedule this year, Texas had one of the sorriest schedules. I don't know how they was at the SEC and they pulled the schedule that they pulled. Like, you should see, I mean, the whole time that Quinn Ewers was hurt, they were playing like UTSA. I mean, they had at least like 4 cupcakes in a row. Like lesser, you know what I'm saying, D1 schools that had no business even playing the SEC team. And that's who all Arch played against. He came in that Georgia game, they took him right back out. So Texas in for a rude awakening next year when Arch played, because I don't think Arch is that great.
I think Sarkisian believe in him because I heard that the Sarkisian is the one pushing him out the door. Like, nigga, you need to go to the draft. We running with Arch next year. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, and that's due to the mobility factor. They think because they think the mobility factor give them a better chance to escape pressure and get out of situations. But Texas is gonna be in for a rude awakening next year because they're gonna end up pulling the schedule that Oklahoma pulled this year. That was really tough. This year, I don't know how Texas got their schedule. Like, if you pull up Texas schedule, you're gonna be like, man, what? Like, how did they pull this schedule? Their schedule was
Right.
super soft.
I got a question. Is there any other top recruits, high school wise, that hasn't signed or waiting to the last signing day period?
Yeah, it's still some dudes that ain't signed yet. They got all the way. They got some time. You still got the second signing
The
period in
second wave
February.
till February, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, you could actually wait to the start of spring. The last day I think it would
Like
be
Deuce
like
did.
the last day I think would be like March 28th or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Deuce Robinson did. He waited all the way up to the end to like the last day. You couldn't sign anymore.
Yeah, so it's still some dudes left in the high school. That's another thing. The high school recruiting ain't done with either. Tina Greer said Ohio State had the same amount of cupcakes and never had to lead a state for the first 6 weeks.
Michigan either.
I think that's why Ohio State kind of got exposed a little bit at the end of the year. And Will Howard,
Yeah,
he didn't look that great against Oregon. I thought Ohio State was going to beat Oregon.
yeah. When you talk
Man,
about at
here's
the
my
beginning of the
thing.
year, 'cause on paper they're
Here's my
supposed to
thing
have the
about
number one. They're supposed to have the best talent roster in the nation on paper,
Right.
but that didn't
And
pan
they
out too well. And then, I mean, how many
who y'all
wide
think?
receivers y'all grabbing?
I thought, man, I'm kind of mad we missed out on Joseph Williams.
who did he sign to?
Didn't you say he signed in Utah or who was that? Brian's?
The kid from Tulsa went to Utah.
What?
That's what I heard today. That's what I heard today. I haven't verified it, but that's what I heard
I'm
on
gonna
the
Oh
look.
podcast
wow.
today.
I'm gonna look real quick. I'm gonna
But he
see.
went to Utah. That's just like, what the hell you thinking?
Or maybe just like B Jinx and Chris and them saying, like, we ain't valuing them skill positions like that.
I mean, whatever Utah paying him, we can pay him that, and he gonna be in a better offense.
Yep, Utah. I just seen it. Utah lands him.
Yeah, yeah. So I heard that today that Utah got him.
I just seen it on Google. So Utah lands him.
They gonna get him a brand new F-150.
A
You
brand
know
new
they
F
got
one
that
fifty.
donor in the program that own a lot of forwards out there. So they come and giving all the kids F-150s.
Hey, is Jay Fair still coming back for us?
Yeah, he has another
I haven't
year.
seen him going to Porter. I ain't seen him going to Porter.
Yeah, he hasn't won in the portal. I
I,
know he got another year, maybe even two.
yeah, I think he could be used more. He could step into that Zach role. He got speed.
Right,
Jay Fair could run,
right,
and he didn't
He
look
actually
right.
bad
looked
when he
pretty
was
nice
out there.
last year
I
when he
think
got in.
yeah, I know he looked decent when he got in.
He did. He dropped a couple balls too, but he didn't get much playing time. But he still look good.
Y'all see how Quentin Joyner went to Texas Tech? I didn't see that coming.
Oh, he did. Texas Tech of all
He
places.
signed to Texas Tech. Well, Texas got that oil money, so I'm not surprised they gave him that money he want. But I didn't know he went to Texas Tech.
Texas
But
Tech
I
grabbed a
mean,
few dudes. Texas Tech spinning. Texas Tech grabbed Romello Height too, another former Trojan. Texas Tech, they also grabbed Lee Hunter. I wanted him too. Out of UCF, a defensive lineman, 6'4", 320.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
thought we
him.
had a chance of him.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
went to Texas
Texas
Tech.
Tech
So
got that
Texas
money
Tech is,
too, man.
yeah. They dropping the bag.
all
Carter,
them
my
schools
guy.
in Texas is dropping a bag.
Carter, where you think Bear going end up?
I just seen his last tweet. He was in Oregon and he had the duck emojis and shit. Bitch ass. I
I
ain't
mean,
gonna say.
I seen the I see him the same thing. I seen him in the same thing in a Penn State uniform, showing his bicep with a Georgia tattoo. I was like, I'm so confused. He got Georgia the Georgia emblem tattooed on the inside of his bicep. So he was showing his bicep in Penn State outfit. but his
So you're
Georgia
like, what is
tattoo was
this
showing.
man?
Hey, did
That
y'all
kid needs
see
some help. We need some.
did y'all see who was that?
No, I was asking
Oh, his
you.
pop, Bear Handler, Tony Jones on Twitter. He
What
was on Twitter
what he
talking
said?
shit. We had a player
About
decommit.
SC?
He was talking about us. Like, see,
Yeah, talking about some
we made
see
the right
what happened.
choice. I see we made the
Yeah.
right choice. Every time somebody decommitted, Tony Jones was talking shit. Like, you still worry about USC, bro?
And then he was making it seem like he's like, wait till you lose your star defensive lineman. Like we had somebody else that was about to decommit or something, but nobody did.
Yeah.
I mean, not decommit, but hit the portal on the defensive line. And then it came out that then it came out and Tim Fountain was saying. So I don't know if he was talking about Tim Fountain or someone else.
Now, are
Right.
we play? Don't we play Oregon next year?
Yep.
Yep.
We play Oregon next year, right? I think is that the Collie or is it up in Austin?
Nah, it's up at Oregon. We get
Oh,
Michigan
okay.
at home. We get Michigan at home though.
Then we get Michigan at home, but somebody else big at home. Hey, I know we don't play
We
Ohio State. We play them the following year.
we go to Nebraska. We go to Notre Dame. We get UCLA at home.
We go to Penn State, right?
We don't play Penn State.
Oh, okay, okay. That was just a one thing. All right. Do we got Michigan State next year?
I'll pull it up.
Yep.
We got
We go to Michigan State.
Missouri State. We got Missouri State the first game. We got Georgia Southern the second game.
Okay, 2 up.
We got Purdue third game. We got Michigan State. We got Illinois.
Do we go to
We got
Illinois or Illinois come to us?
now we go to Illinois. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all the road games. To get out the way, the road games is at Purdue, at Illinois, at Notre Dame, at Nebraska, and at Oregon. Home games: UCLA, Iowa, Northwestern, Michigan, Michigan State, Missouri State, and Georgia Southern.
Oh
See,
shoot, I
that's
thought we
good.
was going on the road to Michigan State. I'm
Manageable
glad we
schedule.
getting.
That's a manageable schedule right
Hey,
there.
that's an awesome schedule,
Well, wait, go down to the later games.
especially that
That's
beginning
away.
of the
Are
year.
we gonna have to be in the snow? Northwestern might be a cold one. What's the date? November the 8th. Northwestern
Nebraska
Iron might
might
be
be
pretty cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Only one that could be cold is Notre Dame and Nebraska. That's about it. Oregon could be cold, I guess, but
But
I
that
don't think.
beginning of the season is way better than what we had at the beginning of the season this year.
I mean, I don't.
The first 5 games are.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be able to get to warm up to it. Like Missouri State and Georgia Southern, we should be able to start figuring out ourselves, our identity. Then we're gonna have a little early
Then
season
we go to
test at
Purdue.
Purdue. Yeah, instead of going to like a Michigan or Ohio State, we got a little lighter early
Well, I
season
mean,
test.
Purdue only won 1 game this year. That's
Oh,
a warm up too.
that's
Yeah,
a
they only won
tell.
1 game this whole year.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. Okay, then that's 3 easy games. Then Michigan State. What Michigan State do this year? I
Oh,
don't
They
think
I
they
think they
they.
were
went they
bottom.
went very well. They went very well. They wasn't very good.
So the first 4 games. What about Illinois?
Illinois had a good season. They only lost 3 games, but
Okay.
they barely beat Nebraska. Uh, they 3 losses came against Ohio State, Penn State, and somebody else. Because I remember them talking about if they let Alabama in, why not Illinois? Because
Okay.
Illinois
Well, it
got
sounds
3.
like Illinois is a competitive team. So it seemed
Yeah,
like
Yeah, they beat
yeah.
Miami last game of the season.
okay, they
They the
good
ones
then. So okay. So
yeah.
that's the first
No,
that
they
could be the
didn't. No, they didn't. That's Syracuse beat Miami last game of the season.
Oh, it's Syracuse. Okay, my bad then. All right.
Hey,
Okay, my
look, they
bad.
both
Yeah, I
orange.
thought it was
They both
Illinois.
orange and navy blue. Look, they both orange and navy
Right,
blue.
my
I can see the
bad.
confusion. They
Yeah,
do
but
look alike. They do look alike.
it seemed like that gonna be our first test though. The 5th game. It gonna be at Illinois, September 27th. It could be cold. That's like the fall. So that could be
Well,
a
here's
cold.
the thing. We'll see because Purdue. They went on and Barry Odom headed to Purdue.
The
The coach
UNLV
that was
coach,
at your, yeah, he Purdue
good
new
ass
head
coach.
coach.
He's a good ass coach.
And they got our offensive line coach as offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So you think they might be a little better next year?
Still shouldn't beat us.
Nah. And then after the Illinois game, we get home in Michigan, try to get our
We should.
revenge. Do
Yeah,
y'all think?
yeah.
Do y'all think? Do y'all think Bryce Underwood gonna be starting by then? Y'all think we gonna face a Michigan team with the true freshman Bryce Underwood?
If
I
they
think
don't
it's
bring
all. I
nobody
mean,
in the
they're paying
portal, he
him a
will be.
lot.
If they
Huh?
don't bring
Yeah, it
nobody in the
depends on
portal,
who they get in the portal.
One at a time. One at
yeah.
a
And
time. I can't hear y'all.
I said
Go
if
ahead, Christian.
I don't, they haven't attacked anybody in the portal at quarterback unless they the team that's prepared to get 4 million 1 year to yours. He gonna be starting because he gonna be better than anybody they got on that sideline right now. And Alex Orgy already transferred out.
Hey, I think Ewers. I think Michigan could do something with Ears.
That's what I said. He fits their offense the best out of everybody because
If,
he don't
if
have to be. You know what I'm saying? With that run game and all that, they can play a traditional pro style. That's how Harbaugh built that
Right.
team up anyway.
Yeah, so if they get Ewers, that gonna be another tough game too. Because like you
Oh
say,
yeah,
he could be on and off. And if he on, this game on. And then we at Notre Dame. So that gonna be the season right here, this 3-game stretch I'm looking. That
yep.
Illinois at Illinois versus Michigan, then at Notre Dame, then at Nebraska. Even though we handled them this year, it's still tough playing in Nebraska. So that 4-game stretch, after we have, let me see, one, two, after we have like 4 easy games, we're gonna have 4 tough games. We're gonna find out who our team is, bro. We're gonna
That's
find
who I be
We
trying to
can
figure
do
out
that.
who makes our schedule. That's why I be trying to figure out who make our schedules because you look at Ohio State, Oregon, everybody else, they have a big game and they won't have a big game for 2 to 3 weeks to get ready for it. It's like they put all our big games right in a row.
right in the row, right, right in the row. Like it be seeming like
That's every year.
they be doing us. It be seeming like they be doing us. Somebody said Illinois, Michigan, Notre
Schedule
Dame,
really favorable.
Nebraska, Oregon, all gonna be tough games. Yeah, I agree. So out that 6, well, I can't make no predictions because we don't even know what our roster gonna look like.
Right. Or the offensive line.
Yeah, but even with just say we get the players we want. Let's say we come out with the roster we have. I mean, we gonna add some other players, obviously. I think we should come out. Looking. I mean, we should be looking good at the beginning of the season. I'm getting a lot of them youngsters burned though.
Be
But here's
be
another
Jink.
thing too. We're not looking at. If Oregon don't go get no QB in the portal, they're not gonna be the same. They've been blessed enough to go get Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel these last few times. I mean, I know Moore was highly touted coming out of high school, but I seen him play under in the Chip Kelly offense at UCLA and get benched by the guy that played against us this year. Moore looked terrible at UCLA.
Yeah.
He did. Hey, B Jink said if Jalen Miro hop in the portal, do we offer?
Jalen Miro ain't hopping in the portal. We talked about this the other day, and come to find out that they got him ranked as one of the top QBs in the draft.
Yeah, but I think it's conflicting reports. I think it's conflicting though. What's up, B Jink?
What's going on, man? You see my question in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
You guys think that if Jalen Miro jumps in the portal, we get him, he turned out to be the next Jalen Hurts for us?
That's what I'm thinking.
Now that's a dude I'm gonna get.
Right.
Yeah, but Carter, if you get him, you know who jumping in the portal right behind him.
Mayava.
Yeah.
But we only probably have 1 year with Mayava anyway. Because if Mayava start this year in ball, he probably going to the draft. So we can't
Yeah,
look at it like,
because
oh,
I think he got like 2 years left, right? Miami.
right.
Yeah. Because he's a redshirt sophomore this year.
Look,
So yeah, he's going.
hey,
Yeah, he'll have 2 years
I
left.
believe that Milrow is better. So I'm gonna go with right now over potential. Right now today, Milrow's a better quarterback. So I'm going with Milroe. I love Jaden Mayava. I think he gonna be a baller and make his way to the NFL. But he don't have he wouldn't get drafted right now if he went into the draft. Like they talking about Milroe in the first round. So if we talking about a first rounder and he fits the system, this ain't Quinn Ewers.
I don't think, in my opinion, Carl, I don't think Miro is a first rounder. He might be mid second. He reminds me of the kid that was down in Florida that went to Indianapolis Colts. That's who he reminds me of. Antonio
Anthony
Richardson, is that his
Richardson.
name? Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Anthony Richardson. That's at the Colts right now. Now, the question would be is, could you get him in early enough for Riley to work for him? Like, if you were to go ahead, like after the bowl game, because from what I understand, he gonna play in the bowl game. Now, could you get him in, and also whatever his price tag is? Now, if he asks for some outrageous money, if he decides to not enter the draft and ask for some outrageous money, no, don't do it. But if it's within reason, you definitely get him because, like my man said, he reminds me of Jalen. You could play him like a Jalen Hurts. To me, he's the fastest running back in college football that can throw.
Well, here's
He
the
got
thing,
championship experience.
Hold on. Do y'all? My question: do y'all think that Lincoln Riley is still that quarterback guru? If you believe Riley is that quarterback guru, then I'm taking him because this kid's ceiling is out the roof, and I think he's more than a running back who could throw, bro. Like he's not that. Like I don't know what y'all be saying, bro, but nah, he's a quarterback, bro. Like
he throws a perfect deep. He throws a perfect deep ball. He just struggled more on the intermediate route, but he can throw. He just struggled with accuracy on the intermediate route.
That's technique, that's coaching, that's fundamentals, that's the basics.
But here's the thing. I don't. If he's leaving Alabama, I don't see him transferring anywhere because we brought it up a couple of weeks ago, Carter, because I didn't believe myself, and somebody in the chat said it, and you brought it up on the screen. The man is projected as the top 2 quarterback to be taken, so he ain't no mid-second rounder. They had him projected going like very early to the Raiders. He was like
I don't see that.
But look, hold on.
I'm just telling you what his NFL grade is, what they're projecting him at.
They was projecting him to the Raiders, but now they like the Raiders want Shador more. The Raiders Shador. So if the Raiders got Shador, then Milroe, like he gonna drop a little further. Because they was raking Milroe that high because of the Raiders' interest in him. So it's like
then the Giants is gonna be next. He still be a top 10 pick. They got him ranked as like he's still a first round top 10 pick. So if he leaving Alabama, I don't see no college that if they give him $4 million a year, I'm gonna say, but it's gonna take some big money to persuade them when you listed as a top 2 quarterback in the draft for me, you're gonna be a top 10 pick to stay and play college football.
I got something for both y'all. All y'all look. I would give Milroe at the end if we cleaned up in the portal and it's like, okay, we can win a chip. Like we might could do something like we didn't shore up the offensive line. We didn't shore up the defensive line. Then I'll be like, fuck it. Come on, let's get Milroe because this could take
not just the defensive line, though, we need to short the whole defense.
No, I'm just saying, if we looking at our roster and be like, we plugged our holes, like if we get an A+ grade in the portal, hell yeah, I'll top it off with Milroe.
Right. And the thing about Milroe, the offensive line don't got to be perfect. Maiava can run, but I've seen a lot of times this year, Maiava was looking to extend the play to pass it. Milroe is just gonna take off.
Yeah,
I think Riley know what to do with Milroe is what it is. I think Riley really know what to do with Milroe. I don't think that the offense that he played under this year really know what to do with the kid. Riley know what to do with it.
Look, this is the difference between Maiava and Milroe. Maiava is a mobile quarterback when he out there and he do his thing. But just like when BG said, when Milroe tucked the ball now, he's the best running back on the field. So it's levels to it. They both mobile quarterbacks, but Miro mobileness is at another level, bro.
Miro got
Yeah,
that
you guys
pull away
know that.
speed. He got that pull
In the
away speed.
play,
He got pull away speed. Is what it
yeah,
is.
my
He
alpha
got pull away
mobileness.
speed.
Yeah, my alpha mobileness is more, extend the play, pick up 15 yards or something. Miro could extend the play and take off for 50.
And it's
Yeah.
also and
House
it's also the and it's also the mentality of it. Miles is not looking to escape the run; he's looking to escape the pass. Miro is going to take 3 steps. It's not there. I'm gone. My Alva is going to try to extend the play to complete a pass instead of just taking off. That's why a lot of times we were screaming, "Just run, run, run!" If it ain't there, he
it's
he
Right.
just
he do more like that. Caleb Williams, how
it's
Caleb
just
Williams used to do.
and look, just like you said, Christian, he got a beautiful deep ball. Man, we would have won a couple more games if we had a beautiful deep ball this year. You know what I'm saying? We would have
Well,
had
then
more
Hey,
also,
opportunities.
y'all
Marvin
think
threw
about that
a
play.
pretty deep ball to
Yeah, Marvin got a good deep
Makai.
ball too. Yeah,
He
Marvin got
threw
a
one
good
to
deep ball too.
Makai,
Both of them do.
on the move. Makai was we were playing UCLA. He threw one to
Yeah,
Makai in stride, man.
yeah, Marvin got a strong arm too. But Miro do throw a pretty deep ball, man, and it be on point.
And dude, I
But
remember, bro, like when they played Tennessee that one year, he was going back and forth with Hendon Hooker. The Tennessee quarterback threw like 5 or 6 touchdowns, but he had threw like 4 too. They was going
Right.
back to back throwing bombs. So I didn't
Yeah,
see
that was. You're
Miro.
right, Carter.
They
That was
said,
last season. That was
yeah,
last season. You're right.
But
yeah, and
if you
that
look at if you and it's crazy about it, if you look at Miro first year, not last season, the season before where he wasn't the starter, and the starter got injured and he had to come in, and the knock on him, and everybody was like, "Oh, this kid is gonna be good because he throws the perfect D ball. It was the intermediate route." But every
Uh-huh.
year his intermediate routes has gotten better and better and better, which is why his draft stock is where it's at. So yeah, you might with Riley and to clean up that technique another year of experience he might be the perfect quarterback because he's progressed every year. He's become better, better, and better at reading coverage and throwing that intermediate route. The deep ball has always been there for him, so
I
he's
think.
definitely developing.
I think
and
he.
you guys,
I think he will be our ninth Heisman if Riley was to get him. He
you
would be
guys
the
remember
ninth
that
Heisman.
that option play? I think he only ran it twice this year with Mayava. That play is gonna
Oh
be
man,
deadly.
it would be dangerous. Ooh, that would be
It'll be
dangerous, man.
deadly with Milrow.
Oh my God.
but like he more than likely to go into the draft though. But that's why I say if he did hop in the portal, I mean, I think it would be a no-brainer. You
I
draft
think
him.
if he were going to the draft, he wouldn't be playing in this bowl game, man. I think that kid might come back.
Oh, you think so?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What's the point of playing in the draft if you're drafted? I mean, what's the point of playing in the bowl game if you're drafted so high?
But ain't they in the playoffs?
No.
No, they
No,
not.
no, no, they're not in the
Remember to
playoffs.
make the playoffs?
No.
Mm-mm.
Nuh-uh.
They got
That means
bumped for the playoffs when Clemson won.
but ain't it another has the SEC ain't even played their championship game though, have they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have.
they have
Yeah,
Georgia
they
on
Georgia
did.
beat
here.
Texas. Georgia beat Texas.
When Georgia beat Texas, they got bumped out, or when Clemson beat was the SMU.
When Clemson beat SMU, the problem was what left SMU in the playoffs is that they played Clemson tight. Now, had they got
Yeah.
blown out, I think they would have slid Bama in there. But no, Bama is playing Michigan in the Reliquist Bowl or something like that.
Okay. Well,
Hey, and then
So
too,
that's what made me
it
think
came
he
out
coming
today.
back. That's what made
It
me think he
it
coming
came out
back.
today that it came out today Georgia quarterback. I knew he wasn't playing because he had got lit up at the end of the half. But Georgia quarterback is done for too.
Oh, Beck,
Carson Beck.
Yeah, he not playing.
we going to
You
the
remember the
league?
big
Yeah, more than likely.
he a senior anyway. He got to go to league. But you remember the SEC championship? He got lit up trying to throw the ball right before half,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
and he didn't
did.
play. He didn't play the second half of the SEC game. But I knew he was over. He probably gonna have like Tommy John surgery or something. You know, he
I think
got
he
hit.
came
He
in. He
got hit
came
while
in
he
for
was
that
throwing the
goal
ball.
line stand. He came in for that goal line stand. But
He
that was the
came in
last
for
play
one
he
play.
played. Yeah, for
He
one
came
play.
in. He came in for one play to hand the ball off, but that's because the other
Right.
quarterback had got his. He had got his lights knocked out. Remember, he went to
Oh
slide and no
man.
good.
Yeah, he knocked the hell out of
yeah,
him. Knocked the hell out
yeah.
of him.
So they ain't had nobody. He had to come in and hand the ball. He couldn't even move his arm. He had to use his left
Oh,
arm.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I think Milroe coming back. I mean, he
I
may
think he
not.
coming back, man.
Yeah, he got to be coming back if he's playing in the bowl game. I mean, if there was a playoffs, you could be like, all right, well, I can understand playing
Yeah,
in the playoffs. He's going for
yeah.
a ship, you know.
But I think they
Okay.
want. I think the fan base want to see the next quarterback. Even they might even want to see this freshman that they bring in there. I can't think of the kid name, but he's supposed to be real good. What is that kid name? Kellen or something like that. Keelan
Oh,
Russell, is that
you
his
talking
name?
about for Alabama?
Yeah.
No, that kid left. He went to Ohio State.
No, I'm talking about the one that's coming in now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Keelan Russell, he's supposed to be real good. He's supposed to be real special, similar to the kid that went to Michigan. But I think he coming back, Miro coming back, but I think he's gonna jump in that portal.
Now he jump in the portal. And he come to FC. I'm gonna tell him, hey, I need you to go over there and get Williamson or the Jameson, the wideout.
That ain't gonna
Ryan
happen.
Williams.
That ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah, go get him for us, please. We'll give him a
happen.
flag too.
Or
That ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, that ain't gonna happen.
Alabama
I
go get
mean,
him
why,
whatever
why
he
not?
wants.
Why not though?
because they already trust me. They've already taken care of that kid. Believe me, he's straight.
Didn't he hop in the portal?
No,
Oh,
that was Mbakwe. That was the corner, I think. But
No,
even Ryan
Ryan
Williams kind
Williams,
of
he's in the portal.
no. Ryan Williams not in the portal, bro. Ryan Williams is the one who taught Mbakwe out of to come out of the portal because Mbakwe had the 7-figure deal from Kiffin to come to Ole Miss. I'm telling you what it is.
Hey,
He had the
look,
7 figure. Yeah, he had the seven.
Ryan Williams can't be in the portal. Everybody will be dropping that checkbook out
Right.
for.
Right. So he had the 7-figure offer from Lane Kiffin to come to Ole Miss, the corner there in Barkway. Ryan Williams was the one who talked him out of going. And when they came back, when he came out of the portal, the kid had a new deal, and Ryan Williams already had his new deal worked out.
oh, okay. You had to pay that
Oh,
kid. They probably paid that kid
oh,
in the middle of last
Caleb,
year.
Caleb Odom is the Alabama receiver in the portal.
Yeah, that's the one that's in the portal. Him.
He got any type of okay. So how many wideouts y'all grabbing? We lost what 3? You gonna
Just
grab
one.
3? Just
No,
one?
just one. Just one.
Just one,
Just
and then
one.
what you gonna run with your freshman and your underclassmen along with because you got to think, Big Jinx. I mean, this year, well, we grabbed 3, but last year we only grabbed 1. I mean, you
We
still got
got
like a
well. I
Jay
thought we had four. I
Fair.
thought we had four this year. I thought we grabbed four this year.
No, this year what do we grab? We grabbed Sims,
Ison,
Romola Ison, right, and Tanook Hines.
so no guys. There was one more, wasn't it?
No, Wormy's like you could use him any way you want to, but
Okay. And then the kid from Georgia, James Johnson, he played receiver too.
Yeah. And he
oh
not.
yeah, I know that
Yeah.
kid is
So
something.
we good with that, man. We good with that. I will only grab one that's experienced. Maybe a sophomore from somewhere that's a possession receiver, somebody that can move the chains. I will grab one like that. But other than that, you said that wide receiver, and we
We
got our
can't
two
forget about
studs.
Xavier Jordan though. Xavier
Right. Right.
Jordan, and I
Right. So
think
we good at that.
Xavier Jordan was ranked higher than a couple of receivers we had in that 4 receiver class. Like he was ranked higher than Jacoby. Like so, Xavier
I,
Jordan, he's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
he might even see some. He might even see some burn this bowl game. Xavier Jordan
Yeah,
might see
he
some
probably
burn.
will.
Oh yeah. That's some other news, inside news I got. Like expect to see a lot of the freshmen that didn't play this game, especially them
Hmm.
DBs. Like we gonna
Yeah,
see a
because
lot of.
it doesn't. If you play, and even if you played already 3 games and only 4, you burned the red shirt. If the
Yeah,
bowl game does not count against your red
yeah,
shirt year.
bowl game don't count. You know who I want to
Fourth,
see get
the
off this
fourth
game,
game
man?
don't. The fourth game don't even burn it. The fifth game will burn it. You can
Hey,
actually,
you
Oh,
want
Right.
to
okay.
yeah.
you want to know who I want to see get off this game, man? Kyle Ford. I really want to see Kyle Ford do his thing in this game, man, to raise his stock up.
Right. Has he got a COVID year?
Nah, he done.
Okay. Oh, like he got a COVID year. That'd be a great player to bring back.
This might be his COVID year because he was in school during COVID. I would think, wasn't
It had to be.
Yeah,
I think you're grabbing two wideouts though. You're not gonna grab it. Would
Nah,
you grab an elite wideout or just somebody like? Well, you said it.
no, no. You got two elite wideouts already, and
Yeah,
you bring in
yeah.
another elite
I
wideout.
would.
He just gonna want touches.
He what?
He's just gonna want touches if you bring in another elite wideout. You taking away the touches for your two main guys that you got with Lemon and Lane. You don't want any of their touches going to any other premier receivers. They get supplemental touches. Those other receivers we got, Jay Fair, Xavier Jordan, they get the scraps. But the two the two name targets gonna be Lemon and Lane. You want to keep them happy.
Right. The whole goal is to put them in the NFL with a high draft stock.
Right, right. Especially Lane. Especially Lane.
Now, would you guys take any? Would you guys take Branch or Deuce back if they wanted to come back?
No, no.
I'll take him back. Why not?
No, I wouldn't.
You pushing the hard line? he
Yeah.
gang banging.
Like,
You
nah.
made your decision. You made your
Right.
decision and left,
You
man.
made
No.
your
I
bed,
take
now
them.
rest in it.
We let
Nah,
Cal Ford come back. We let
I
Cal
take
Ford.
them back for pennies on the
But
dollar though.
Kyle Ford wasn't asking for no bunch of money. Probably Kyle Ford probably there for the very bare minimum, if that.
For
You know what I'm
playing
saying?
time.
So, again, I would not take those kids back because, again, you're not going to have enough balls to go around to keep them happy. And I don't want to affect their draft stock, and I don't need anybody taking to social media talking about some free branch or free deuce. No, I don't need any of that. So, they made the decision, go ahead and do your thing. And then plus you need those receivers there in the springtime for spring ball. Well,
Hold on.
one running track and one playing baseball.
Jacoby Lane was the one on the internet talking that though.
Yeah,
That
and they
wasn't
punished him for it too,
Zach.
didn't they? They punished him for it too, though, didn't they?
No, I'm just saying Zach and Deuce stayed quiet. They was stand up.
Hmm.
Hey, it's always the quiet ones working in the background. They knew they would have something
Yeah,
going.
and
Right. They knew they was about to leave. Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
look,
heard y'all mention Bear. I heard y'all mention Bear earlier before I came on, right? So let me speak to that for a minute. Whoever I don't know if it's his dad, his biological dad, or his handler, or whoever that is, that's got control of him right now.
Yeah.
He just screwed that kid over so bad. That kid might go. He might go fourth round. He might go fourth round,
Man,
and I
depending
hate it
on
for
where
him.
he goes and how he plays, bro, he might be late round. Because they're
And
gonna
I hate it
they're
for him.
gonna look at all his background, all the
But
schools
here's
he
yeah,
went to.
how many high schools he went to? How many
but here's
colleges
the
he went to?
thing. But
Exactly. And then we gotta deal with the handler.
here's the irony to it. He jumped in the portal because he wasn't getting the snaps that he wanted. Not the money. It was the snaps, right? Well, by the end of the season, he would have been getting the snaps that he wanted had he stayed his ass put. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like cutting off your nose to spite your face. And again, whoever his handler is, I don't know if he, listen or not, but you have screwed this kid over. So I hope you're enjoying this paper that you're getting right now because he definitely gonna have to be, really fight for a spot at the next level. Like I said, he might go fourth round. Might.
Hey
Yeah.
Carter, I was gonna say about the Deuce and Branch thing. I'll take them back for pennies on a dollar. I'll be like, yeah, come on back, but I'm gonna pay you even less than what you was making before
Yeah,
you left.
right. Like you're not getting as much as
I'm gonna
you're
give you,
making.
Don't
yeah, I'm gonna
squeeze
give
him
you.
like that, man. Don't
No,
squeeze
I'm
him
just
like
saying that's what happened.
that.
It's like, yeah, you come back, but
Y'all too late.
you're not getting your original. I'm gonna give you even less.
You're coming back for a bargain deal.
Yeah,
It depends. It depends how the negotiation. It depends how they left. So only they know if they left sour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it left sour, then I feel you. I feel you. But if it was
Man,
something like, okay, we kind of both was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like mutual. Then we could come back with a clean slate. I mean, these is kids, and at the end of the day,
y'all call me cold though, right? Y'all call me cold. Both of these kids could probably go first and second round, man. Why hinder them by paying them pennies on the dollar? I would just much rather just cut ties with them and tell them good luck, man. I wish you luck. And let them go somewhere else and get their paper and possibly, get the number of snaps that they want and get happy because they're not going to see many balls with my two premium receivers. And I'm telling them that from the jump. Hey, look, you come back if you want to, but them in the lane going to get the touches. So, do with that whatever you will.
but that's not letting you let the competition play out. So say if we let Deuce and Zach come back and say they just be the best receivers. Now you gonna put them on the bench and have them second string just because they left. So I ain't gonna never do nothing to hurt the team because I feel personal about you leaving. If you
Right.
my best chance to win, I'm finna play you. Because if
No,
anything,
no, it ain't about doing anything personal, Carter. It's about making the best business decision, the best business strategy. And right now, the best business strategy is not bringing those two back.
I mean, why not? If they coming back at a price that makes sense. If it makes sense, I'm just saying if it makes sense, why not?
I also think of it. I kind of see
Hey,
your
look,
team.
hold on, look. Say if they come back and be like, that deal y'all originally offered me and I turned it down. You know what? I'll take that deal. I thought about it. The grass ain't always greener. I'm gonna stick it out and fight on. I don't know what I was thinking. I was tripping. Just had a tough season. I didn't make the plays and play like how I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So basically, coming back with hand in hand, right?
no, I'm just saying I'm not gonna be in my feelings because I'm gonna understand. Then if that's the case, and I can feel like that about dudes that's transferring in. Oh, you a quitter. Oh, Keeshawn Silver, why you leave Kentucky? I don't want no kids who ain't staying where they started. Keeshawn Silver, this is third school. He was at North Carolina first. Then with
Right, 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 right.
if
But
I don't feel
remember
like
what I
that about players I'm taking in, then I'm gonna take one
remember.
of mine back. I'm gonna
But
take one
remember what I said earlier. What I've been saying this whole time. I took my personal feelings out of it, and I looked at it from a GM's perspective. Keyshawn coming over is good business for us. Why? Because he's a premium position of need. Again, wide receivers, the wide receivers that we have, that we had the two extra that we had was pretty much, a hindrance to us because we didn't have enough balls to go around. Plus, we were looking at running the ball. So again, I'm taking my feelings out of it. And I'm making a GM, decision. So again, they don't serve as a team too much. I don't need them.
I think
look.
one of the great things by them not coming back is that we're going to be able to groom our youngsters.
But look though, they is our youngsters. That's why I said if the money makes sense. So everything you saying is right, but it's wrong, B Jinx, because they just tried to get Joseph Williams. So we still got money in the bag to spend for a receiver. So whatever I was about to give Justice Williams, I'll get at the Zach if he want to come back. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, Williams is a freshman going into his sophomore year, right?
I
You're
like
right.
you, Jesus. Jinx,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
on
So,
my
so I
nerves,
can.
though.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can get 2 years out of him, out of Zach and Deuce more than likely. I'm only going to get one more year out of those two.
Right. And
Again,
if it
I'm
is
thinking
still
from a
too,
GM
like, yeah.
perspective. I'm thinking from a GM perspective. I can get 2 years out of Williams.
All
Well,
right,
then also, if you got to
that
think about
makes
it from a culture perspective, if we let these players just like Bear played us last year, that's basically let everybody know, oh, you could go jump in the portal and then try to demand more money to come back. Like 'cause that's basically what Bear did. Now they didn't ball out like Bear did his year. Well, I guess that, but we are anticipating them being better. But I don't know, just like letting them come back like that. I'd rather just groom these freshmen. We got freshman wideouts coming in. We got that kid, the one from Sierra Canyon, who's on the bench this year. And I guess a lot of it goes off of what we see in the bowl. What do we have in the bowl? We might have somebody we don't even know about. They got this ready.
that's what I'm
Jay
saying, y'all.
Fair.
Look,
Get to
look,
see Fair, see what he could do. You know what I mean?
look. That's what I'm saying. A lot of freshmen gonna play. Hey, and don't forget about Wesley Matthews and Joey Osens. Like we got some young
Yeah.
tight ends that got NFL potential. That got way
And
more potential
Kate Eldridge.
than Lake McCree.
And Kate Eldridge. Yeah.
Look,
No, Lake
Walter
McCree's gone.
Matthews, Walter Matthews, 6'7".
You
Joey,
remember what I talked about earlier about I would look at turning him into a offensive tackle,
who?
Matthews.
You out your mind. What is wrong?
Listen to me. How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh? How much does he
You out
weigh?
Like,
your mind.
How much does he weigh?
like 240,
He's 6'7"
250.
and what? 240, 250?
Yeah, he's somewhere around there.
Y'all think it's crazy, but you know who I see when I see that kid? I see another Tyron Matthew. What was that? Tyron Smith. I
Tyron
see another
Smith.
Tyron Smith. That's who I
Because
see when I look at
Tyron
that
came
kid.
in at like 250. He came in SC at
Exactly.
250. He did.
Exactly. I see
Yeah, if you
another
look at
Tyron
Oh,
Tobias
Smith.
Raymond,
hell, hell no.
I'm not gonna put him
I'm telling
at
you.
Oh,
tackle,
that,
but you know,
that
hey,
tight
I'm
end?
telling you,
Oh,
man. I'm
cap.
telling you, that kid
Nah,
would be
bro.
that kid
Oh,
would make
cap.
a listen to me now. I'm
No, I'm
telling you
gonna watch
now.
the tape. You gave me an
Uh,
opportunity just to play his highlights. Nah,
okay.
dude,
Okay.
6'7", 240. Like, nah, I'm seeing Antonio Gates. You talking about
No.
Tyron Smith? No,
Okay.
no.
and
Okay.
Tyron Smith came in as a tackle. They all knew he was gonna play tackle.
Let me
Who was that
play these
came in?
highlights.
Who was that came in? That
What's his name came in and balled out and went to the NFL. He came in that size. Chad Wheeler. He came in that size
no,
and
no, no.
went
It
to
was
the
somebody. It was
NFL. I
somebody
mean,
else came in. It was somebody else that came in. I remember hearing Warren Sapp. That's what I heard. I remember here. Y'all ever heard the story? Warren Sapp tell that story about how he was recruited. He came
Hey,
in as
look,
a tight
look.
end.
Hey, look. This who you want
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
watching now. I'm watching
offensive
now.
tackle?
Hey, y'all remember Warren Sapp telling his story about how he went to Miami as a tight
Carter said,
end
"This is who you wanted offensive tackle."
and ended up going first round as a defensive tackle.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Y'all go listen to Warren Sapp tell that story
What that got
about
to do with
when he
this
went
kid
to.
though? What that got to do with
I'm just
this
giving
though?
I'm
What that
giving
got
an
to do with this
analogy, bro.
though? What that got to do
I'm
with
giving an
this?
analogy. I'm giving an analogy though, fam.
No,
I'm
but
telling you.
I know, but what it got to do with Walter Matthews? Like, if you
Listen to me,
watch his
man.
tape, you not thinking about making him no offensive tackle. Like,
I'm
come
telling
on,
you,
man.
man. So what? So does he have any film with him blocking?
Yeah, he a tight end. But look,
Yeah,
they
yeah. So
line him
let me see that.
up outside.
Let
I'm
me see
playing his
that.
highlights right now. I'm playing his
Okay.
highlights, so we can just look at it. I mean, y'all could give y'all opinion. Look, he playing wide receiver. Like, I don't see an offensive tackle. Like his body mechanics don't even show offensive tackle. He catching fade
yeah, that
balls.
don't look like an offensive tackle. That look like a
Nah,
tight
his
end.
body mechanics ain't an offensive tackle, bro. Like he's a tight end.
But I wouldn't move this kid, but I
Was
understand
that
what
him
B talking
blocking
about.
right there?
You talking
A
about
tight
like
end,
Rewind that back.
supposed to know
Rewind
how
that
to
back.
block though. A tight end supposed to
Rewind that. Rewind
block.
that. Rewind that part back for me.
hey
That
Brian, you
last
want to
play.
pull up B, you want to pull
All
a
right,
Jason Peters, the
B, you
Philadelphia
Huh?
Eagles grade.
bro.
Jason Peters, how he was a tight end in Arkansas, and then they beat him up and moved him to tackle. Jason Peters, the Hall of Famer, played for the Eagles.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. Joe Boyd, he be on Riley. He ain't never got nothing nice to say about Riley.
Don't play
Who
Oh,
with
don't?
that's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say earlier, man. Y'all had
Joe
noticed
Boyd can't stand Riley.
y'all had noticed that a lot of the SC slander from these sports media platforms, man.
No,
It
Joe
ain't
Boyd
been
is
nothing
part
but
of all the channels like we are. But
uh-huh.
yeah, I know what you talking about as well. Now I be talking about Joe
Yeah.
Boyd that be in the chat. He be on everybody's thing. He ain't never got nothing nice to
Oh,
say about
okay. I
Riley.
got
He
you.
don't like Riley. He don't like Riley.
No, not at all.
him. Hey, this Walter
But yeah,
Matthews.
B, I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it, Brian, all the slander.
Yeah, man. It's been all over sports media, man. I mean, every time they come out with an article, they find some way. It could be about another school. They're gonna find some way to tie USC into it. It was like other school profits off of USC's blunder or something like that. It's always something
Yep.
negative, man. I mean,
Or
on
what's
three
going on with
rivals,
USC? What's going on with
ESPN.
you? What's going on
Yeah,
with USC? It's all crap. But you notice when we get these commitments and everything, you don't hear them saying nothing.
they don't say anything.
Yeah, because you made
You know
some
what I'm
good
saying?
points this morning, B Jinx, when you was on USC J page
Yeah,
in regards to that. And I'm just like,
yeah.
yeah, that's yeah. It just it's a whole. We see it and it's not just like it happens once a week or once every blue moon. It
It
happens
happened every
every
day.
day.
Every day.
Right. Hey,
We saw it happen. Y'all know y'all remember when
Joey
it
Olsen.
happened during the
Are they going to spend all day streaming
I mean,
college
if you
football?
do,
Joey Olsen a sleeper too.
So how many
That's
tight
what I'm
ends do we
saying.
have in the tight end room? How many tight ends are in there?
we got we got Kate Eldridge, we got Joey
No,
Olsen, we got
Eldridge hopped
Walter
in the portal.
Matthews.
Kate Eldridge hopped in the portal, didn't he?
Not Kate Eldridge. No, he didn't. No. Lake McCree hopped in the portal.
No, Lake
No.
McCree
no,
didn't
we
hop in the
got Blake
portal.
Kate
McCree. Eldridge
Eldridge.
went to the portal.
Eldridge hopped in the
Blake
portal.
McCree still
Lake
here.
McCree
Yeah,
jumped in
Blake
the portal.
McCree still here. No, Blake McCree, we still got.
Right.
Are you
So
sure?
how many in the room? Yeah, yeah. Lake McCree said he was
Are you
coming
sure
back.
Eldridge jumped in? I thought Lake McCree jumped in the portal.
No,
No, it wasn't Lake
No,
McCree.
So which one we got Lake McCree or Kate Eldridge?
we got
McCree.
McCree
We got
still.
McCree.
Oh, okay. So we got and then we got the kid who's coming in this year. I don't know if they're gonna put him at DN or tight end.
Don't we got an
Nah, nah, fuck
in
all that.
Lions
Walker
Nah,
Lyons.
y'all,
in
Walker
nah,
Lions? Yeah,
nah,
Lyons.
not
Walker.
all
And
that.
Walker
Y'all
Lyons. And
skipping.
Walker
Walker
Nah,
Lyons.
Lyons,
y'all
yeah.
skipping. Nah, y'all skipping. Nah, I want Joey Olsen and Walter Matthews to play. That's why I'm playing. Like, y'all can't forget about these tight ends. You trying to hop on a tight end that came this year. Nah, I want to see this dude ball. In the
Who
other six,
came this year?
we got another tight
Joey
end.
Olsen.
Oh,
This is
Olsen.
Joey
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah,
This
Olsen.
year we
I,
got actually we got
we
three
got a
tight
tight.
ends this year. We
Yeah,
have
but
Walker
the one
Lyons
tight end,
because
the one tight end gonna be playing linebacker. I don't think we're gonna be playing him at tight end. Are you talking about the freshman we got coming in that we took
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Utah? He gonna be playing
Yeah,
linebacker.
yeah.
He's tight end slash linebacker, but I think we gonna play him at linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came in as a linebacker slash tight end slash linebacker duel. But I think our plans is to play him at linebacker. The guy of Polynesian descent.
Yeah. But he's up there from where Walker Lyons was. He's up there and he
hey,
was up there playing with his brother.
Joey,
Yeah, they're from the
Joey,
same school.
Yeah.
Joey Olsen was catching bombs in high school.
Oh yeah,
At
Joey
tight
Olsen,
end.
nice.
Yeah, he was catching bombs.
Well, he was playing more like a wideout.
Yeah, he played wide out. He
Yep.
played whatever they needed him to play. That's what I'm
Yep. He
saying.
put weight on before he came to SC because they said they like when he was in college, they had him at like 210. He came into SC like 230, 240.
I want to keep him whatever way he is on his highlight. Well, he got that speed with his thought.
Are you guys sure it's Kate Eltridge that's in the portal and not
Yes,
Lake
yes,
McCree?
bro. Yes,
Oh,
Blake
okay.
McCree is not in the portal.
yes,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
It is, dude.
But he's injured a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I want all them to move out the way, and I want to see what Joey Olsen and Walter Matthews got because their potential is NFL.
Walker Lyons is nice too, though.
Exactly.
We got a 3 tight end. I mean, I think you probably need 4 just for safety, but yeah.
So we
Well,
gotta,
hey, whatever happened to Carson Tabarachi?
bro. I'm gonna keep stressing this, bro. Like we got a team, and we develop all our young dudes. If all our young dudes get developed, this portal gonna be extra cheese. It's gonna be extra gravy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because hey, best case scenario. Look, this is the best case scenario for me. Whoever we get in the portal this year is just rotation players added to depth because our young dudes all develop. Like Keeshawn Silver might not even be the best defensive lineman for this season. If things go right, Carlon Jones or GA or Cam Fountain or Braylon gonna be our best D lineman, right? That's what I want to see because the talent we got that need to be developed got even more potential than when we reaching for in the portal, bro.
Right.
So
Hey,
I'm
Braylon playing rush ends, right? He playing the edge. Braylon Shelby.
they let
They
they
put
let
Yeah,
they let him
they
play
put him in
edge.
the dirt a little bit though this year.
Yeah, they put him in the dirt a lot. He was playing both.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they was getting Cam on the field. and still rotating in Jamil because they will move Braylon. He'll put his hand in the dirt on some formations. He'll play the defensive end, and you might
Yeah.
have Jamil or Cameron at the edge on the other side. So he
Man,
got that
we need
versatility.
Brandon to take that stride this year.
We
Like
do.
Yeah.
he got to cut. He got to turn it on, man. I ain't seen it the first 2 years. He got to. Yeah. I want to see him turn it on this year and probably take that step.
Yeah, because
Which is gonna help a lot with us having those D tackles in the middle to eat up space, so them kids can have 1-on-ones.
And then another thing that's going to help is that again, second year in the system with the weight gain. Because
Mhm.
I don't even count his first year. Unfortunately, he was in there with Grinch, and Grinch had him all out of position. No way he's supposed to be guarding running backs on the wheel route from the defensive end spot.
No.
right.
Right.
That's just all bad. Grammatically, that's just all bad.
Man, all we got to do is look at one person right now who was on that Grim's defense that got a way lower grade than we all know his talent level was really first team All American, which he had a first team All American, and that's Caleb Bullock.
Right. He's throwing at the Texans.
He was over there balling in the NFL system, got him in the right position, know how to coach. I was wanting him to come back so bad, but I'm like, all
Could
right,
you
but we got
imagine? Could you
Kamari, which is
imagine if
fine.
them? But I'm saying, could you imagine if we had him and Ramsey at the safety?
Oh my
Golly.
God. No fly zone.
Man, and people wanted to be on Kalen because of a couple of tackles he missed, a couple of lackluster tackles. But if you watch the game, you should know Kalen Bullock was elite. I mean, like some people just bro. Like so, every opinion you can't even pay no attention to. I think we all knew Kalen was the truth.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely was the truth.
Just like I know Jalen Smith finna go into the NFL and do his thing too. Watch.
He gonna ball. His closeout, him and Kamari's closeout speed is absolutely amazing. And with and Jalen, he was our only lockdown corner. I mean, literally, they put him on any wideout. When they put him on that kid, remember that kid from LSU was balling in the first half? Second half, all Jalen Smith. He didn't catch not
Lacey.
one pass.
You talking about Lacey?
Yep.
Yeah. Jalen Smith was the only DB that DeAnton Lynn really let press consistently.
Yep.
He the
Right?
only
Man
one.
on
He the
man,
only one
press
we had
coverage,
that
and
could
let's
play.
go. You
He
said
the only
what?
one that could be trusted. He was the only one could be trusted to lock people up and not
Yep.
get beat deep.
Right.
Like Covington should be back one more year, right?
Who?
I was thinking the same thing because I don't
Covington.
know if he played 5 games. I think he played 4 because he was
I mean, I
hurt a
don't know
lot
if
of the
Covington
season.
was a senior though. I thought Covington.
No, I think Covington done.
I think he's done, but if he could come back, that's a huge help.
I think DeCarlos Nicholson coming back.
Yeah, I think he coming back.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think he could have been better, but he wasn't bad though. He wasn't bad
He
though.
wasn't bad, but it was noticeably a drop off with him and Humphrey were in the game.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I know they're bigger corners now, and also, I mean, I guess we could say this
It
too.
seemed
It's
like
going to be.
it seemed like Nicholson was like inconsistent. Like he'd have great plays,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't needed.
Well, isn't he the
Man,
one who got that? Isn't he the one who got that interception against who do we play? Notre Dame. And he
Mm,
tried to run across the field and then ran back across the other way of the field and didn't even really pick up no yards. He could just ran straight up the field.
probably did,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't mind him coming back. Size and experience.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're going to need
This
that.
Carline
Everything about
Jones,
depth.
I need Carline Jones. Like this is who we need. Like this was like the headline in the class on the D line that year. We need to get this kid to develop because if we get him to develop, he a good 3 tech, nose tackle in the middle. He'll be able to get pressure on the quarterback too and stop the run.
I'm telling y'all, all we need is probably like two more defensive line. Now we got some older statesmen. We got like somebody like JDA had some run. We got Devin Tompkins who has some run. Who got a lot of run actually. and we got some seniors, some upperclassmen, and we got them youngsters behind them who could get some run too. That make us deep. That'll make us deep with Floyd Bucard coming in, Gertz Cordova, Jakeem Stewart. Don't we got another one? Is there one more in there?
I think that's it.
Cash. Did you say Cash?
Oh,
Yeah,
Cash. Yeah. I knew there was one more in Cash. He seemed like just a workhorse. He gonna be like a Gavin Meyer. He just gonna work every day. But what
right.
they said he was 260 last year, and he picked up 35 pounds and balled out this year.
Man, development, which is key. So
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing I'm excited to see because if we believe in these coaches on the defensive side, bro, we gonna see a development jump from this year to next year with all the kids that's in this system that return. You feel me?
The
So I'm
number
just
one thing I've seen this year from their defensive staff is they don't put players in bad positions.
nah.
They just don't do it. Like
And
they
they
like,
try to let you play your strength.
yup, there you go. That's talent evaluation right there. You know what you got on the field.
Right.
You know what I mean? This kid, he may not got the quickest move or anything like that. So it's like, hey man, you just hold the line. Just hold this right here. And then I got the guy I'm gonna bring behind you forward, or I'm gonna blitz on the opposite side, or you know what I mean? Like they know what they dealing with, man.
Right. So I ain't gonna lie. If we keep doing decent in the portal, we balance this roster out. Expect to see a jump in the defense. We was 30 this year. If we do what we got to do, I think we top 20 next year. Because I just believe in the development, though. I believe that our defensive staff gonna develop what we got. You know,
Well, I think with the first two games, definitely next season, you need to get a lot of your young talent in there, and that'll be the time to do some evaluation. There'll be like an evaluation period, almost like
Right.
having a preseason in the NFL. Those
Correct.
first two games,
mm,
you should be. That's 8 quarters to be able to tell what you got from the starters. Be able to tell what you got from the starters and who gonna be the backups. You
And
understand
you
what I'm
got good
saying?
tape on them.
hey, B
Right.
Jinx
Yeah.
is actually about to start this bowl game.
Hmm.
Like this kid right here, Braylon Conley, he finna play. Ruben
Right.
finna play. Gallegos finna play. Newbie finna play. Stevens finna play.
On that
Right.
offensive line, Tobias Raymond fill a play.
He finna play. Like this finna be the start of our offseason. This finna be the start of our preseason. B Jinx, this bowl game,
Is
and they better show out because Texas A&M they lost like 4 or 5 offensive linemen. They gonna be down gang of players. So our
And
young guys,
they best player on defense not playing either. He's sitting out.
yeah,
is
Skirt.
Monheim gonna play in this game?
I don't know. I don't know if who although everybody else was there, but I mean that right tackle. I mean, we gonna definitely see Tobias Raymond, which I don't understand why they even let what's the guy who the false start king
Mercy
Mason
Murphy.
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 Mason
I don't even
Murphy.
know why they let him keep playing because Tobias Raymond when he came in against that Michigan
He was
team
solid.
would he was solid.
I didn't see what I thought he had won the job.
I did too.
I didn't think he was gonna
I
see
did
Mason.
too until the next week. Murphy hopped himself right back on out there.
That see that's one of those things of playing favoritism.
And
Because
remember what I
Tobias
told you.
Raymond looked legit when I was like, oh, he ain't. I mean,
That's
he. I
look,
mean, he. Yeah,
and that's the offensive line coach, right? Now you
yeah.
see out of there. I always felt like when Riley left Oklahoma, his ass should have came by himself. None of
Right.
them
Don't bring
consistent.
nobody.
Yeah, none of them dudes
Right.
was perfect. Now we got Hanson out. Now don't be surprised if Simmons. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Riley should have came by himself. Now his whole defensive staff is gone now. Now he's starting losing coaches on the offensive side. He had the running back coach had left. We got old boy from
He just stepped
TCU.
on.
Now the offensive line coach left. Now here we go. So slowly, Riley whole slaff is finna be replaced. The only one I would keep is Hanson, the tight end coach that they moved to O-line. I actually like him. But
Well,
I
You
you
wouldn't
got
keep
to.
you wouldn't
And
keep
all
William Riley.
crazy.
You wouldn't keep Wiley.
Well, his
oh
wife is
yeah,
the
I'm
one.
gonna
His
keep
wife the one
Wiley.
who run recruiting.
Nah, I'm gonna keep Wiley, the strength and conditioning coach. I'm talking about like the coaches that's out there calling plays
Yeah.
and putting out lineups and actually coaching the players. Wiley don't coach them; he get them strong.
You
So
know, it's crazy that you said that, Carter. We were just, I was just telling you, we got Barry Odom that we're gonna be playing when because he took the Purdue job. So
right,
he left UNLV. He did exactly what you just said. He ain't bringing the UNLV and UNLV coaching staff with him. He hired he hired out whole new coaching staff.
exactly, exactly. Sometimes you got to do that, right? So Oklahoma, they was already having little issues. You know what I'm saying? It was already question marks over there too with that coaching staff. So
Right.
I would have left that whole because and then not only that, it's like it gives you a whole nother chance to level up your whole coaching staff. Like, okay, I'm going to USC. Now I could get the best of the best. Like I might not hate the coaches I got, but now this is a new opportunity for me to even
New
upgrade
budget.
around me. Let me get somebody who I think smarter than me, who can challenge me. That's why he got a D. Anton Lynn, NFL type of mind, pedigree, father, NFL level coach. We played y'all in the game. You UCLA, you got me. Even when I had Caleb Williams, you shut me down. Okay, I need you with me. You on my level, Coach
Right.
Henry, NFL. You know what I'm saying? That gives you a chance to surround yourself around people who could be better than you in certain areas. He like superior to his whole staff that he came with Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley on another level than Grinch is. Like Grinch ain't the same level of DC as Riley is as OC, right? So the imbalance there. But DeAnton Lynn, he might be a better DC than Riley is an OC.
Yeah.
So
The competition.
that's how you got to run a program. And when you CEO, it's the people who you put around you that's going to determine your success. And you smart if you get people that's higher than you in certain categories that can outbest you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at what Pete Carroll had to run up against every day with Norm Chow, Kiffin, Sarkeesian.
Sarkeesian, yeah,
You know what I mean? That's what he was like. Oh, if y'all can outdo me, then or in practice, like it's full competition.
yeah, yes. Iron sharpen iron, even on the coaching level, not just with the players,
Facts.
right? So as a coach, you want them elite coaches around you that could come in your in your film room and your preparation to be like, hey, coach, your offense lacking right here. Like if I'm playing against you, I'm doing this because this, you know what I'm saying? He can show you
Yeah.
your weakness and vice versa. Lincoln Riley could tell Deanton Lynn, like, hey, like when you hop in that coverage, like we got this open all day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need that, right? You don't need to have a coaching staff where you just gotta pass notes to every coach. Like, okay, tell the receivers this, pass this message down the tree to your players when you get with your unit and you coaching. This is the focus. Like, nah, you ain't gotta tell them nothing. They telling you shit. Y'all bouncing ideas off each other. You ain't
Right.
gotta you ain't gotta be the mastermind of every fucking thing, everything about practice, development, plays, strategies. It shouldn't just be all you. And that would stress you out then. Now you doing all that. Now you come to the game, you can't even call plays right because your mind is cramped with so much shit. You had to do so much shit during the week. Now it's come time to call plays. Your mind flooded. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then you on the field when you really supposed to be in the press box. So it's called delegating responsibility. As a head coach, you got to know how to delegate responsibility.
Yeah. Part of being a leader.
Exactly.
That's true leadership. But with these freshmen about the ball, I think they're gonna get in there and mix it up on Texas A&M because this is their opportunity. They've been playing all year. Well, they haven't been playing all year, but this is their chance to get on the field and really ball. Like they have a series of beats. You know what I mean? We got all these DBs. These kids is top flight. These kids is top flight recruits, top flight players. It ain't like they can't
Question
ball
for
with
you.
everybody else.
Question for you guys. What's one position this year in the bowl game we can't get bamboozled again?
If we could get assembled,
No, that we can't be bamboozled again. Last year we was bamboozled in the bowl game.
Quarterback.
We thought we
You
had the
talking about a
quarterback.
quarterback. You
Look,
talking about a
Quarterback and
quarterback.
we
tailback.
thought no, I'm saying what position, but we thought we had the quarterback. We thought we
Yeah.
was about to have an elite wide receiver core coming back. I mean, we was bamboozled on a lot of things from the bowl game last year.
I feel like right now, like I know this may sound a little crazy, but I think it's every position.
Right. Can't afford to miss on nothing. Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody, and I'm sitting the whole team down and telling them.
Now, see, this is the thing. Like y'all said, nothing. Ain't nothing gonna impress me too much. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
So it's like if you ball out this game, I'm just gonna be like, well, come and do it again. When we start this spring, I want to see that again. Now all you doing is just raising my expectations. Oh, you could ball that hard? Oh, Fountain, you could terrorize the quarterback like that? All right, I better see that same energy in spring. You better, you know what I'm saying? All they're
Right.
gonna do is put a target on your back as a coach, like as a player from a coach, like, okay, I see your potential. So when you ain't doing that, I can say you bullshitting, you lagging. Come on.
Like
Step it up,
Bears.
Snoopy. Step it up, Fountain. Step it up,
Right.
Newbie. That gonna just make me coach you harder, and I'm finna really see. But yeah, I ain't getting bamboozled by nothing. It is gonna make me say, all right, I see your potential. Don't be playing then. So I'm now finna coach you even harder. Now I'm finna coach you even harder. So it's all win-win. Like I know we was bamboozled by Miller Moss. I don't necessarily feel like we was bamboozled by the receivers, and not even necessarily Miller Moss. I think everything trickled down from the beginning of the season. The offensive line couldn't protect nothing, so that affected the quarterback who ain't mobile. And then that gonna trickle down to affect the receiving, and that gonna trickle down to affect the play calling and all this. So I can only say we was bamboozled thinking that our Miller Moss was gonna throw 5 or 6 touchdowns a game. I don't think he didn't throw 5 or 6 touchdowns a game because he bamboozled us. I just think that we didn't anticipate the offensive line not being able to protect him and Lincoln Riley not able to adjust his play calling, you know what I'm saying, to fit
Yeah.
a pocket quarterback. So I think we wasn't bamboozled. It just didn't turn out. We didn't play our cards right. Okay, we should have noticed off top. Okay, the offensive line is suspect. It's leaky. We need to run more. We need to go in 12 personnel. We don't need Miller Moss throwing 50 times a game. He's not mobile enough. We need him throwing about like 30 times a game. And let's use more tight ends and running back, safety outlets. Let's not make him try to press the ball downfield. See, that was Lincoln Riley's problem. Like we still running these deep routes. Like our offensive line can't block for shit, but Lincoln Riley caught a play to where Miller Moss, he got to wait to the receiver. It's a deep route, like it's a developing route. So
Yeah.
if I can't just blame it on, we was bamboozled by Miller Moss. I blame this on the coaching staff. Lincoln Riley had a bad year of play calling. He didn't adjust to the shaky offensive line. If we was able to adjust to the shaky offensive line, or if our offensive line could have been coached up right and being ready by our offensive line coach, and Miller Moss had protection, I feel like him and the receivers could have done better.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So the bamboozle was, I guess, thinking Miller Moss was going to have the same amount of time he had against Louisville when we came into the Big Ten. That's the bamboozle. We thought he was going to be protected enough to throw them touchdowns, but he wasn't. And I'm a Jaden Maiava guy, but Miller Moss would have done better if I was coaching, or if we just had a different philosophy of running the ball, playing to his strength. He was dink and dunk. So let's focus with the tight ends and the running backs. Let's attack teams' linebackers instead of attacking their corners and got to wait 3 or 4 seconds for the play to develop. And you know what I'm saying? About time then he facing pressure. Then you know.
There's only two teams I think that we probably would have lost to and should have lost to this year, and that's Penn State and Notre Dame.
Not even
Man,
Penn
we should have beat
But
State.
not
Penn
even
State.
Penn
Yeah, we
State
should have
though.
Yeah.
beat Penn
I
State.
know.
We
We
supposed
should
to
have
beat
beat Penn
Penn
State.
State. Hell
We should
yeah.
have beat Notre Dame too. We could have beat Notre Dame too.
Yeah, I know.
But Notre Dame was the only game where they like a team
They
beat us.
did look like
Dominated us.
yeah.
Dominated the defensive line.
Yeah. That was the only game like that. We
And that
could have
Notre Dame was we were decimated by injuries at that point. But if you like, we've all talked about this before. Running the ball changes all that for the defense. But also now that we gonna have the Hogs on defense, which we had some good players this year, but now we gotta have the Hogs. Like if Gentry go out, like we still gotta have cats that can get to the quarterback and make tackles. Like we look good in a lot of the games. All the games came. I mean, what we losing by less than a touchdown every game, and it's coming down to the last play.
The only game I saw us not getting out of there is that Minnesota game. They was not going to let us out of there with that game. It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I get what you mean too, but B Jinx, our talent level was triple there. And we was
We should have
running
beat
the ball
Minnesota.
really good
Man,
that
every
game.
game we was blown out of no games. Every game came down pretty much to last possession. We had an opportunity to win every game, so it's hard for me to say what game, like out of all the games that we didn't have a chance to win or no business winning. We were in every game all the way down to the wire, and it was plays that wasn't made. So I can't say that every game I think we could have easily been undefeated this year. A play here, a play. I hate to sound like Riley. A play here, a play there. But if somebody make a play, you know, we could be in the playoffs.
And then I think it was you, Chris. I forgot was the other guy when we had talked the other day. I did go look at that Nebraska game where we were saying that he get better as the season went on. That last drive of that game was incredible. Like how he did that, how he orchestrated it, he put his flair on it, and how he was able to utilize Mayala. Like so, I gotta, I apologize to you, my brother, if that was you or the other. I forgot, it may have been the other guy, but it's like I see it.
No, it was me talking about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. How you start doing different stuff end of the year and clock man, yeah.
but
Because
he had more of a
Carter
playbook
asked the
to work with.
question, is he fix? Carter asked, was he fixable? And I'll say, yeah, he's fixable. I've seen growth within the year with Riley. So how quick he's willing to be fixed. But I'm saying I seen progression as the year went on.
This year is going to be about this next coming up year. I think a lot of it's going to depend on with us and moving forward. A lot of it's going to depend on what we see in this bowl game. What freshmen are showing up, sophomores are showing up. You know what I mean? Playing like, and Carter, you say you got the inside scoop. I'm playing them all. Freshmen, sophomores, young class, all y'all playing.
And here's the thing: this is why this season coming up is going to be so pivotal for Riley. It can go one or two ways. It's set up for him to still be here with the schedule. It's very winnable game, and so he's in a better situation going against this schedule as if we had the schedule we had this year next year. It would have
Yeah.
been a lot tougher task. You know what I'm saying? But the kick side to that is you underperform, you out of here with this schedule, most likely.
Right. Because, I mean, just think this year we had two of the top 15 teams in the nation playing, in our first three games. And that's playing LSU first game of the season and then going and playing Michigan. So I see what he kind of meant. I mean, I'm never dropping that Notre Dame game, but I see what he is trying to, do like when he's looking at all these other teams. They're playing like mid of the road teams in the middle of the season and in the beginning of the season, like getting their team amped up. Look at Oregon. They almost lost to Boise State. I think they thought that was going to be an easy one, but that didn't turn out to be out like that.
And then too, when you're playing them type of schedules like Ohio State and Texas was playing, you have time to heal. They can afford to have, what I'm saying, key injuries and people not come back for 3 weeks because they playing uh what the
Bowling
Road Runners out of
Green.
Texas. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Bowling Green and the Road
yeah.
Runners out of Texas. And you know what I'm saying? You got time
Yeah.
to heal for your key people to be back for the big game. Your younger people getting experience. So you can afford that. Us, every week we was in a dogfight. We was already seeing as it is, and people were dropping like flies. You know, by the time we got to Penn State, I mean our whole defense was pretty much decimated.
Yeah.
I mean, we played one game with none of our starting DBs, safeties or corners.
Facts. Yeah. 'Cause we had Bryson Shaw starting one time. It was him. both of the Arnold brothers or the Masquerade brothers, and then who else?
Hey,
Now, what's the name was out? The safety, all our
The
when
safety
we
was
ended up
out too.
playing
Oh, because
Rutgers,
Zion started that game, right?
yeah, when we played Rutgers, both our corners and safe, our starting corners and safeties was out. Covington had an ankle injury. The other, what's name had Arnold had a shoulder.
Jalen Smith was
Ramsey had
out.
got he was out with the flu, and our other safety had got hurt in the Penn State game the week before. Had to sit out.
Fact.
hey, what y'all think about this? Chris Ovino, he posted this is the potential starting lineup right now on D line for USC. At DN, he got Anthony Lucas, he got Keeshawn Silver and Devon Tompkins in the middle, and Cameron Fountain or Braylon Shelby on the outside. Right?
It's gonna be Fountain on the outside, I think.
What y'all think about that lineup?
I think that's a good lineup.
That's solid. That's a solid lineup.
Yeah.
And I believe Tompkins is gonna put on. I think Tompkins is gonna put on a little more weight in the offseason too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna be 300. He gonna be 300 by the time next season.
Because he came in at 220, he had 285, and he was wrecking shit this year.
Yeah, that's a nice little lineup, and then the potential behind him is nice too because that means Carlon Jones is coming off the bench. G Day behind him, like G Day might be in where Tompkins at, or Carlon. We never know Carlon because Carlon came to USC already 314, right? He already came in. They was thinking they might want to trim him down. They was thinking, oh, we want to keep you at this size. Let's turn this baby fat into muscle. He had a little baby fat. So
Yeah.
Carlon Jones might be starting where Devin Tompkins at. You know what I'm saying? And G-Day might be with Silver at. That's what I'm saying. If our kids develop and live up to their potential, then the trenches could be a plus. We got Silver. We add one more like a Jared or a Osborne or that kid Blade from Louisiana with the 6 tackles, the 6 sacks playing defensive tackle. We add like 1 or 2 more D linemen, and then G-Day and Carlon turn out to what they supposed to be. Then we stack. Now, like
I'm gonna say this:
line is a
if
strength.
if Keaton do his job, when we brought him in before and get a push and eat up double teams, Anthony Lucas should be a first rounder next year. So Anthony Lucas got to come with it because he's gonna get a lot of 1-on-1. He's gonna have to win them.
Because he's at the quarterback so many times this past year, like right there, like
And can
it's
bring
like
them
he was
down.
right there. He was the only one that was right there all the time.
Well, Muhammad was back there a lot too and couldn't bring him down. Muhammad got back there on the 4th down against Penn State on their game on their scoring drive and didn't make the tackle. And then he ended up completing a 15-yarder on Humphrey.
Hey, this is the
Have
thing.
they mentioned anybody about?
No, go ahead, B Jinx. You ain't saying nothing.
Have they mentioned anything about linebacker coach yet?
Oh, I don't think so.
No,
Chris Claiborne.
I haven't heard anything.
Everybody around the whole program was Chris Claiborne, though. I do know that.
Lincoln Riley said they're gonna take their time with that one, and I'm with him. Matt Entz was elite. We want somebody to come in who elite like that too. We want somebody to come in. We could brag and boast and be like, look, we got the best linebacker coach.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you guys a question.
Hold on, B. Before we go off on that, what I think as well? If you look how quick he named OC offensive line coach on offense, and everybody's like he did it within 24 hours. What's taking so long with the linebackers? I think he truly respects D'Anthony Lynn and his decision and all that. So he handles the offense, and I think he's giving it up respect to D'Anthony Lynn and like, okay, we'll take our time. If you don't feel like this is the person, we ain't gonna pull it until what I'm saying, because D'Anthony Lynn gonna have to work with him more, and you have to bring a guy in that fits with Henny, fits with Belk, fits with D'Anthony Lynn, the scheme and what they're doing and what they're trying to coach. So I think that's why it's not moving as fast on defense, because as a defensive style, they're looking at betting to bring in the right guy that fits them, and Riley's respecting them at that and giving them that opportunity.
What you gonna say, BJ?
What y'all think about somebody that's young? Somebody
like
that
a sewer?
like a sewer. What about a sewer?
I think
So you just
Seward
gonna give him.
is a great fit too because he understands the whole program in and out. He balled out of SC, All American, went to the NFL, is totally plugged in with the program. You know, has a younger, more energetic. You know what I mean? Uh, uh, he's just more energetic. He's younger. He gets it. He, you know, he could go around. Now, I believe Seward. If Seward's a linebacker coach, every recruiter who tries to come from out of state to come into state and him to recruit the kids, he gonna get them.
This is why I think Sua probably won't get it. And I'm not saying he don't deserve to get it or he wouldn't be good, but his social media platform and the things he put out and the things he says about the coaching staff at USC and what Riley them doing, I don't even know if they're going to consider him as an option.
But the whole thing, Christian, they still got him on campus and he doing it.
I
See,
just
that's
don't
the
know if
thing.
they ever.
But see,
I just don't know. I don't know
USC got to
if
put
his
their
coaching
feelings in
staff
the
gonna agree.
bag. USC got to leave their feelings at the door, right? That can't be the reason. I mean, if he don't check the other, I think the reason he won't get it is because his coaching experience. Like, you're right. He a social media guy. Like, what are you coaching? Like, he will have to come in as a graduate assistant. He ain't just finna come off of the ESPN radio and be the linebacker coach. This ain't JJ Redick and LeBron. You know what
Right.
I'm
He
saying?
got to
Like,
be he got to be more of a
so,
call and control guy for a little bit, an
I would
analyst.
want him in the program, though. And I would tell my linebacker coach, hey, grab Sue and make him your assistant or something, because he is gonna help in recruiting. So I want Sue in the program, but I don't think he even in position to ask for a linebacker coaching job, and he ain't even got no coaching experience at no high level.
Right. Now
Like,
it
you
would
can't
be a
go from
nice
your
match.
linebacker coach. You can't go from your linebacker coach being a former head coach, 7-8-time national champion, to somebody who ain't never even coached. But I'm putting Sewell on campus though, and he gonna be running with the linebackers. I'm gonna
So could
slide.
you imagine? Y'all
I'll be
imagine having
grooming. I will groom Sewell to be the
right.
linebacker coach in the future. But right now, I will bring somebody in to bridge that gap, even if I wanted Sewell.
I was gonna say the
Man,
same thing, Carter. Like with imagine having Chris Claiborne as your coach with Sua as his assistant.
Listen, yeah, that's perfect. Chris Claiborne, he already been coaching. He got the coaching experience. Former SC legend too. And Sewell got that swag, and he gonna be able to relate to this more current generation. Sewell gonna help our recruiting for sure.
and I don't have anything against Chris Claiborne. I think that'd be a good pick. But I think a good pick that no one talks about or no schools are really looking. I mean, I wouldn't mind having Ray Lewis as a linebacker coach.
Well, nobody would. Nobody.
They'll be scared
I
to
would
bring Ray
try.
Lewis in. Ray Lewis will fuck around and take over the whole program. Like, what y'all talking about? His attitude is Deion Sanders, like, bro, like
Right.
Ray Lewis. I would take him at USC though, but it's like,
But
bro, this
he's out of that Baltimore tree.
man, our defense would be sick. Now
Oh my!
that'll really be a staff we couldn't keep together forever. Like, nigga, we got Coach Henney. Hey, they might complain if we got that. They might be talking if we got Ray Lewis, bro.
We might get sanctions.
Yeah, we might get sanctions if we got Ray Lewis.
Now,
him
I think
and Henney, and with Lynn and Belk. Hey, B. James, that 8-point defense you want again, that 9-point a game defense.
Right.
That's happening.
Right.
We'll be coming back in with Ray Lewis. We gonna snatch some kids out of Florida. We probably could have kept Ty Jackson or something, or Isaiah Gibson if we had Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Or the per lot. You know what I mean?
Y'all notice that, when we had a defense like that, when we was only giving up 8-9 points, I believe that was at 2018.
No,
We had
2008.
those.
2008.
Yeah,
2008.
2008. Yeah. We had those dogs at linebacker.
Oh my God.
That's when our defense was the toughest. When you had those dogs at linebacker.
Well, we had the safeties too,
but
though.
you can't forget though, we still had dudes in the middle like we had Nick Perry, we had I think Casey.
John Harris, they had Harris. He was a big boy in the middle.
Yeah, but ideally you want your linebackers. The linebackers are gonna have the most tackles on the team.
I know.
We basically Jarrell Casey was just because basically Jarrell Casey and your Cedric Ellis, they was pretty much just eating up the blocks. And then you had somebody like Ray coming downhill, just laying in wood. Somebody like Clay Matthews just coming off the edge, laying in wood.
But that's how it
So
worked together, though. You gotta have that elite front four who can eat up them
right,
blocks so the linebackers can run free.
right.
And then
That defense was
your
so
linebackers
stiff.
got to shoot the right gap. Your linebackers got to shoot the right gap, which our linebackers
See,
shot the wrong gap a lot this year, which means they were out of position. Like you gotta playing defense. The quickest way when you see big plays, especially a run, it's defense is more about it's been physical, but it's more about you got to have gap integrity. If you don't have gap integrity, that's a big play waiting to happen. Like on every play, everybody's responsible for a gap
Right.
and to fill a gap. And so even if the defensive linemen do their job and the linebackers are shooting the wrong gap or not protecting that gap, then that's how you see running backs break off and go.
And
Yeah.
on the side note, since we was talking about it last time, they done found Travis Hunter girlfriend's OnlyFans she had.
Ah, damn. Like, yeah, everybody been going hard
yeah,
on
she
him.
tried to hide
And
it, didn't
Carter,
she?
I was wrong. Carter, I was wrong. I sent it to you in one of your things just to let you know. It came out that she's not pregnant. Travis Hunter
Oh yeah,
debunked
I
it.
seen that. I seen that.
Did you see her post she made on Instagram talking to the world about like
Oh, when he dropped her
telling
off
her
at the
side of the story
club,
what
when he dropped her
happened?
off at the club and he wait outside at the club for her?
No, she was on there talking about like what happened at the game where it looked like she was mad at him, and she said it wasn't. She had already kissed him, and they didn't get that on film. She was mad about security when let the
That's
family down,
cap.
but they let everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she had a whole video. Then she went into talking about what happened that Dion didn't have to tell her to get up. She just never been to nothing like that, and she didn't know. And she was trying to let him and his mom have the moment and not be in the camera because everybody. I'm just saying she put a video. I'm done. All right.
Well, did you see like even in his Heisman speech, he's talking about her? Like, wow, there's plenty of dudes that be having women like and they might be their wifey for the rest of their life. Because like, oh, my fiance, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like,
So what I see with that, man, I see she called him early, when he was a young kid and he didn't have much experience with women.
right,
And by her being a few years older, from what I understand, he ran across her his senior year of high school, maybe even his junior year of high school. And she really didn't know, his status. She didn't know that, he had that juice like that. Until somebody put her up on game, like, no, this dude right here he's it. He's the one. Just the one you
right,
want to clutch on to. So, when she finally did, bring him out of the friend zone, he still wasn't old enough to frequent the spots that she was going to. So it came out that he would drive to the club and then just sit outside and wait. She went in there and did her thing and then come out. So she got him when he was real. He still is green, but she got him when he was almost like fresh out the womb green. So
fact.
I
And
feel
then
I
check
feel
this out.
bad for the young man. I really hope that he listens to Prime and get that prenup signed, because if he don't, man, it's gonna be a open season on his bank account.
That's
And
probably
then she
open
in that
season on
same
his bank
video,
account right now.
that I was talking about, she said, I also want to address the issue where people saying that he wasn't. When I said he wasn't my type, I wasn't talking about looks wise. I would be attracted to all. She said he slid in my DM and he had a girlfriend, and so I was saying he wasn't my type at first because I wasn't the type of girl that would talk to somebody like that. But then he ended up breaking up with the girl, and then he was single. That's when I responded to his DM. That's what she say.
I thought she
Yeah,
said it was because he was too young at the time.
because she's
Nah,
older than
on
him,
that
right?
on that video, she said he had a girlfriend at the time, and he
Okay, I
slid in
got
her
you.
DM, and so she didn't respond. She left it on, blocked, saying and all that until he was single, and she said that's when she responded, and that's what she meant by saying he wasn't my type at first because I wouldn't date no one that try to talk to somebody else that got a girl. But I'm like, you're engaged to him, so what do you mean you wouldn't date no one like that? He's like, what do you mean? Yeah, you will. You with him now?
It's already
So
proven.
Exactly.
We see it.
Exactly. The same type of dude she said she wasn't gonna date it, she dated. And just
Right.
like they were saying, if he had a girl what was you doing? You was doubling back and checking on it and found out as soon as he broke up with her. Like how would you even know that he ain't with his girl no more? Like, it don't make sense. We know what happened. Somebody told you that he was the next thing cooking. He the next Deion Sanders. He going to the NFL, and you need to hop on that. You need to get him. And just like BG said, she got him when he was young. You know what I'm saying? Before he even started experience, I can get any baddie I want. She got him when his self-esteem was low. Because if he was chasing her, then he didn't have that swag like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he got him when he was wet behind the ears.
At you. Look, if I'm an athlete and I hollered at you, and 2 months later, all of a sudden you want to holler, I know what it is. You done found out my name. Now get in line like the rest of them. Matter of fact, go to the back of the line, and I'll probably get to you later.
Yeah, but I think that his main issue is he really didn't at the time when he ran across her, he really didn't have an OG in his ear putting him up on game. Okay, this is, you put her in this category right here. You're not looking to be serious with her. This is right here got potential. So, okay, this is what you need to look out. She gaming you with this right here. She all of a sudden she like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have that OG in his ear, to put him up on that game.
Hey, she had the OG in her ear. USC Priority said she fell in love after he took her to a family event, to her family event. I know her uncles and cousins put her on game. Hell yeah. Like, hey, that's Travis Hunter. She probably like, y'all know him? Like, yeah, you don't know who the fuck that is? They took her in the kitchen. They took her in the kitchen real quick. Come here.
That's out there. And I mean, it ended up working out well for him, but that's like when Kobe got Vanessa.
Yeah.
Same shit. Phil Jackson like, nah, you don't want to marry Kobe. Kobe like, nah.
I heard Magic was trying to talk him out of that too.
Yeah, they was all trying to talk him out of it.
At least Kobe, like, he still had a year or two where he was single though and doing his thing. He took Brandy to the prom. Like Kobe was sliding, like she got Travis Hunter before he could even start sliding and experiencing what it feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Kobe got married with still slide.
Right. You feel me? I feel like Travis Hunter, I know he faithful. Yeah, I'll take her everywhere. I'll take my girl everywhere.
Yeah, I think the agreement that came to. I think the agreement they came to that, he wouldn't talk to any chicks without her being present, and she wouldn't talk to any guys without him being present. Something like that, she said, So
that sounds like the female idea too. That sounds. She wearing the drawers, bro. When I didn't gather, she wearing the drawers in a relationship.
That sounds controlling. That's what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it is.
And he cool with it. He cool with it.
Well, that's probably the only chick that, like I said, really showed him some attention,
That's a baddie.
And look,
that's in his eyes.
Right.
And look, she killing 2 birds in 1 stone. Like, she double gaming them, right? Oh, you can't talk to no chicks unless I'm around.
Right.
At the same time, she massing that as making it seem like that's because she care about him, because she really do love him. Like, that's getting thrown. It's a red flag to us, but to him it's, oh, I love you, baby. That's why you my man. You know what I'm saying? So she got
what she do is she condition him now, because when he gets in the NFL, he gonna have way better chicks than that around him. You understand?
Oh, guaranteed.
So she condition him now. He won't try it when he gets to the next level.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, and I understand why. Like, it's probably his first time being in love. I can remember being head over heels for a girl like that, but I was in the 9th grade.
She older though.
Right. Yeah.
I was in the 9th grade, and I learned my lesson, and I learned my lesson early. You know what I'm saying? So, but it might just be his first time that he really, really, in love and felt like this. And he haven't experienced that in anything outside of that. And the crazy thing about it is, if it don't work out and she end up being foul, it's gonna ruin him for a while when it comes to relationships with women and trust.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like one of them things where everybody gonna say, "I told you so."
Well, it's gonna be one thing where he gonna be like, I ain't never doing that again. I ain't gonna trust no. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
That's what he gonna
look,
get to that.
look, and another thing, because this is social media, right? If she keep talking enough, she gonna build her own platform and own brand. She gonna become famous by being his little fiance or whatever.
And to where she don't need him no more. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, yeah,
So he need to
I
put her in
can
the
see
fight. He
that
need to tell
happening.
her right now, like, you better not make no more. You better not do nothing on social media or I'm done.
She started off by saying, I talked to Travis and he gave me permission to put all this out. That's what she said at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he giving her permission to do whatever the hell she want to, but what's gonna happen is, well, okay, when she up and gone, like now she got the plug now, so she can
Yep.
go hang out with everybody.
Platform.
Oh, that's Travis Hunter ex girlfriend. She gonna be running around with all the rappers and superstars and actresses and celebrities and ball players and all that stuff.
Yeah. A lot of celebrities, they mates become celebrities too,
Yep.
right?
Right.
So he better be careful of that too. Like she gonna get the double bag. She gonna get alimony, child support, and she gonna have her own brand.
Yeah.
Next thing you
You just
know,
got to
don't
be careful,
be
man.
surprised if she come out with a line of clothes or fragrance or something. Don't be surprised if she make him invest in her business venture. You know what I'm saying? But go
He
ahead.
just got to be careful. He just got to be careful with that, man. It could go real ugly. And right now, he's not going to hear anybody, because it's just been him and her. So he's not going to hear anybody trying to, pull his coattail to her. So, the only thing, it's sad that, unfortunately, he's going to have to bump his head on this one. Experience
Okay,
is going to
SC
have to be his
thinking
teacher
right.
on this one.
My bad. But back to SC. SC thinking right. So they say that Scott Schrader, we knew Jared came to USC, and they say Blade went to USC too. So
Which
USC looking at the same dudes I'm looking at. I didn't even know Blade had went to USC. I was just looking.
Blade? That's the defensive lineman.
Yeah, David Blade, the one I was showing y'all, that's from Louisiana Tech. He had the
Oh,
six
okay.
sacks. He had the 6 sacks playing D tackle. So that's
That's
that pressure
tough.
up the middle.
That's
That
tough.
Chris
That's
talking
tough.
That
about.
is tough.
That's tough. 6 sacks as a defensive tackle. That's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I know USCJ had did a video where the guy was supposed to be coming, but I didn't know he had came already.
Oh, on Blade?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that video. I didn't even know. I just be looking myself. You feel me? Like, hold on, who out there?
So let's say we take them two, right? What y'all
Yeah.
doing now? That defensive line show up. Now you going like you building linebackers in the DB room.
I'm gonna let B Jeans go
O
Yeah.
first.
line,
Yeah. O
needs to be
line, O
next.
line,
O line.
O line would be
I think
next.
he's saying, is y'all done with the D line if we grab
Yeah,
Jared and
yeah.
Blake?
Oh yeah, you done with the D line. So
No, I still want to edge though. I ain't gonna
you
lie.
want another edge?
Yeah, because Jared and Blade, they D tackles and Keeshawn Silver. I want
You so
somebody
so
that's gonna push
you
Cameron Fountain and Braylon Shelby. We said Braylon Shelby need to step up and show us, and Cam Fountain, he's potential. So
so you
We still
let
need
me ask you a
we need
question. Are
one
you
more.
looking? What about Lucas? What about Lucas?
even
That's
if
only three. So who gonna back Lucas up?
exactly,
But
Is he
that's when we
playing
got
inside
the
or
freshmen
outside?
coming in. I don't
Yeah,
know.
isn't Stewart coming in?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I would be me personally. I would be
no,
finished
I
with the
want to
defensive line.
look. I want to know. I want an edge. I want somebody that's gonna
I
give
think
me.
we need another edge and not throwing the true freshmen out there. That, you know what I'm saying? There's no guarantee that any of these true freshmen come in. I would
Or
like
like a
another
North
edge to back
Cordova
Lucas up.
or like Stewart. You don't like.
Man, that's too much pressure. No, you should never expect a true freshman to make an impact on a defensive line, especially in the Big Ten in the trenches, playing
With
against these
how big they
small
are,
ass
right?
niggas. They ain't even got
Right.
the grown man strength yet, bro. So no, you can't count on these freshmen. So yes, I feel like I would take an edge. I need somebody that I could be like, for sure, this is our lock too. This is the guy who going because to me, that's what's really gonna set the Anton Lynn defense to his fullest potential if we getting pressure to the quarterback. That's when he play more aggressive with the DBs and we can
And we
create.
got an elite edge rusher.
So let me ask you a question. You don't think that could be Cam Fountain next year?
It can, but it's not a guarantee. I'm saying I would take a player who's already done it. B Jinx. If a dude hop in the portal or edge and he got 7 to 8 sacks, and he had 7 to 8, 9 sacks, I'm going to take him. Yes, I'm
All
gonna
right,
take it.
so let me ask you a question. What you doing with Tompkins? You sliding him inside?
With who?
Devon Tompkins. You
He
sliding
is
him
playing
inside?
inside. He
He already
projected starter
played
on the
inside.
inside.
Devon
I
Tompkins
feel like
already.
at DT he was playing like kind of
And
out of
look, Devon
position.
Tompkins. Hold on. Devon Tompkins is versatile. He can play inside and outside. Lucas can too. Devon Tompkins and Lucas can play both, and they were playing both last year, inside and outside.
But I
Right.
think what we're forgetting is you just showed the projected start lineup, and Tompkins is starting on the inside. The edge rushers was Fountain,
And Shell.
Shelby, and Lucas. So we need somebody on the right side to back up Lucas because as we seen, Lucas has been injured his whole career. Every year he gets an injury.
No,
So
actually he just got injured this year.
no, he had an injury coming in from Texas A&M too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I thought he
Yeah,
That's
came
why
in.
he been
but
playing though.
still he can't play the whole game. And as much as we like to
Oh, look,
rotate defensive linemen, we gonna need. Go
we
ahead,
saying the
Carter.
same thing. No, we saying the same thing, Chris. I'm saying
Right,
I want
right.
another defensive lineman that I feel like gonna get pressure on the quarterback. I'm looking for my next Tui, or I'm trying to get a lot to. I don't care if
Right.
that dude is a defensive end. I don't care if he a defensive end and he putting his hand in the dirt long as he get to the quarterback. I don't care if he's a stand-up edge like Latu and never put his hand in the dirt but get to the quarterback. I just
I just
need
need an edge
somebody
rusher who can
who's gonna
get
get to
there.
the
Right.
quarterback. Jared, he's a space eater. He gonna eat up blocks. Keeshawn Silver, he gonna eat up blocks. Blay, I like Blay because he can actually get sacks from the inside. So if I got to do like Blay, who could get pressure on the quarterback from the inside, I want to set off the whole defensive line. So I got a dude on the end that could get pressure too. Now, if I'm getting pressure from the inside and the outside, they're gonna feed off each other, and one of them always gonna be eating and getting one-on-one matchups. So yes, I want another D lineman.
How big is Blade? How big is he? What's his
Blay,
measurements?
he's
Yeah.
6'4", he's 6'4", 303.
Okay. And what about the?
What
Is that the kid? Is that the kid that's out of where you say he's from?
Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech? Is that
Yeah,
him?
yeah,
Yeah.
with 6 sacks
Okay.
in the middle.
Okay.
So he seemed
I'm
like
I'm saying I think we need another. I'm saying I would like another edge rusher to play behind Lucas or play in front of Lucas.
that's
But
what I'm
yeah, I
saying.
just think we need four deep at edge rushers. Right
Yes,
now we three deep. We three
yeah,
deep with experience.
yeah. So the question was, if we grab Jared with another nose tackle and we grab Blake, is we done with the defensive line?
Did you mention
I would
Jade?
like another edge rusher.
Where's Jade playing at?
G Day play inside too.
Inside.
Yeah.
Inside. He play inside too.
Yeah. So our inside backups will be Jade, I don't know,
Carline
Carlon,
and
uh, Ratu, and then all the freshmen you bring it in. Basically, that's what that would be.
we'll be solid on the and we added Jared and Blake. We decent on we good. Now it's just the outside we need on the D line.
And ideally, if we don't get nobody who's gonna be back up that end, it's gonna be Thanos. But I just as a true freshman playing against them big linemen, he might be able to beat him with his speed. Not, I would just like somebody that's already a game record to bring in
Well,
as an
you
edge
can
rusher.
you can see what he got in the first two games. Thanos, you can see what he got in the first two games.
Yeah, but after the first two games, if he's not ready that
Portal
year, it's too late.
closed.
The
The portal,
porter's over. Yeah, the
yeah,
porter's over.
it's over then.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
it's
for
a
sure.
done deal.
I don't see it. I would say this.
So you ain't so
Um,
big thing. So you saying if USC you ain't taking on a defensive end or an edge in the portal if we got
no,
Jared?
I'm taking those two tackles that you mentioned, and I'm focusing. My next move is focusing on that offensive line. That's going to be
Okay,
my next
we
move.
agree with
My
that.
next move is going to be because we got
Good.
to remember you got to get a center. You got to get. I would get at least two more tackles, two more offensive tackles, and definitely a center. And I would get, of course, somebody to back up Maeva. That would be my next focus.
This is
And a
what you gotta
whiteout.
realize though, Big Jinx. These tackles that we got, if we add Jared and Blake,
Right.
get the full potential out of them, it's gonna have a good edge or DN on the side of them. If not, if our edges and ends ain't getting no pressure on the quarterback again, the offensive line will be able to key in on our D tackles, and they ain't even gonna have the impact we want them to, because they're gonna be able to guard our dudes 101 on the outside and double team the tackles. Now you could double team the tackle. Now the center can help the guards with each other nose tackle. Oh, you need help with Jared this play? I got you. Oh, you need help with Blake? So it's like if we ain't got no edges, the dudes in the middle, they gonna get doubled.
Yeah, you're saying bringing a killer. You're bringing a killer out for the DN.
Like, so
Hey, look, and it's simple.
like it's football, bro. Like all this, it can't be no weak links, and any weak link gonna hurt the next unit. So the defensive line ain't getting no pressure. Guess what? The DB's gonna suffer. They got to cover longer. Guess what? The linebackers gonna suffer because now they got offensive linemen getting on them downhill.
And it's simpler than that. Think about it like this. Our projected starters at edge rush is Anthony Lucas and Cam Fountain. Cam Fountain gets injured. Now our edge rushers is Anthony Lucas and Braylon Shelby.
Now we back to the same.
Who gonna back them? Who gonna back them up when they need to come out for a break or if one of them get injured? We talking about playing all true freshmen.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. It's simpler that we don't have no experience depth at edge rusher. We're talking about playing all true. We only 3 deep at edge rusher with experience. We at least need one more person because somebody's going to get injured. Somebody's going to get tired.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. So that's why I can't see how we'll be. That's why I'm pushing back on B Jinx. Like, there's no way we could be done with the line if we got these 2 dudes.
Y'all want to reload the whole fucking line, huh?
Hell yeah.
We needed to.
Need to. Look how many people leaving.
Right.
There's nothing proven. There's nothing proven that's coming back. On the D line, everything is damn potential. Ain't nobody on the D line where we could pull up some stats and say, look, he was cooking. Nobody, bro. Stop.
So here's the thing. We gave up. We let 2 edge rushers go. If you let 2 edge rushers go, you gotta have the mentality that you're going to bring somebody in. We let TV and Sam Green go, and we ain't replaced neither one of them.
Exactly.
Well, Sam Green wasn't none of Danton Land's recruit anyway.
No.
Well, I understand that, but
Alex Gritz.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is we let 2 edge rushers go. You can't let 2 edge rushers go without having intention. You got to replenish that position. At least you got to bring somebody in.
HR picking stuff. I was already talking about Patrick Payton as an edge. He said Patrick Payton got a 93 grade at the edge. That's
Who is that?
From Florida State?
Yeah, Patrick Payton, 93 grade. I'm definitely grabbing him. If he want to come on.
What was his stats like last year, though?
I think he had like 5 sacks.
Okay. That's more than anybody had on our team.
Yeah, he would have led our team.
The person who led our team didn't play since the 4th game. Which
exactly.
Yeah, and to be fair, man, I think had Gentry stayed healthy, man, the whole dynamic would have changed. The whole dynamic would have changed, man.
That's true.
Gentry get to it.
That's true, but we never stays healthy. But I'm about to say we even got to expect next year that he's not going to play the complete season. He ain't played the complete season yet.
Only time he played through a full season was when he was at Arizona State.
His freshman year, right?
Yeah. That's what he was like
every year. Every year he's been at USC, he done got injured. Great player, though.
But look, if he get injured, then that's where development come in with Jaden Walker and Newbie, because they supposed to be the shit. We was high on them when they came out.
We showed missed out on the linebacker from Gremlin. He went to South Carolina. He was a
USCJ made a video about him too.
Yeah, that kid was.
I want the little young freshman from Oregon State, Isaiah Chisholm. He had 75 tackles as a true freshman.
That's like what you want right there.
That's what you want. 3 more years.
The linebacker at Washington, I believe, already signed, and he's from California. So we done missed out on him twice, out of high school and in the portal.
What did he sign to?
He signed to Man, I just seen it because I had looked on him today. He signed. Hold on, fast.
And while you're looking at that, Chris, I think a lot of we got to get some players in the portal from right now. But that second half of the portal, though, when these playoff teams are done, that's where you go clean up. That's where I would clean up at. Because when all the bowl games are done, all the playoffs are done, open
Yeah, because
game.
if you notice, a lot of teams are jumping on these players right now. I mean, they getting to it right now. A lot of these teams,
Yeah.
And
every
you gonna
time
go into it
a
right
player
now,
going
BJ?
to no, I'm not saying right
That's
now.
why I'm happy.
I agree
That's
with
why I'm
that.
happy
You know,
to grab Silver.
wait until the second window. You know, wait until the second window and then take it. I agree with that part.
Because how many portal players we got right now? Like three?
Y'all trying to wait to the second window?
No, we got
I'm talking
three.
about what are the playoffs after the playoffs over.
Yeah, but between now and let's say, we almost done with December. Between now and January 1st, we got three. I need to have 7 players, the 8 players that's done in the portal that I got locked in, whether it be defense or offense. After that, then we'll see who else jumps in, or we can see what else we can negotiate with the other players, or finding like a Gavin Meyer, like an Iron Man type guy, and try to fill in the blanks.
Look, I'm simple with this shit. If it's somebody in the portal and I like, I'm on them. I ain't gonna say, oh, I like this kid, but I'm gonna wait to see what else pop up. Hell no. If I like you, that's like waiting on Peyton Patrick, or whatever, the Florida State kid. No. If he want to come right now, I ain't gonna tell him wait till after the playoffs so we can see if a better edge than you pop up. Nah. That's like you messing off some for sure, trying to get some more. Like,
Right.
no, if it's somebody I like right now, I'm getting him if I like him. Now, I'm not pressing. I'm not reaching for nobody who a sleeper or something. No, I'm grabbing somebody that's already got production, like a Patrick Payne. I'm grabbing them. I'm not waiting because we waited last year and ended up with not enough eggs in the basket. We was waiting last year. We thought another Derek Harmon and a Walter Nolan was gonna hop in. They never did.
Right.
They never did. So if I like somebody, why wait? Just like you said, B Jinx, these kids is hopping in and out of the portal quick. Half of them already know where they going when they hop in the portal. So you waiting for kids to hop in the portal. Half them kids that hop in the portal already decided where they was going. So if you just looking at the transfer portal, you slipping.
So the transfer portal, well, I agree with you on that one. The transfer
Well, I'm
portal
just
is
saying,
just
like, you gotta hop on these kids. You waiting to kids hit the portal, but these kids is actually making their deals before they even hit the portal. So if you ain't even been talking to them before they hit the portal, you better hop on it now because somebody already done made them an offer that they like.
probably why they jumped in the portal.
So we need to be fucking tampering right now. Like,
I would suggest that because they would hammer SC. Anybody else, they get away with it. SC, oh no, y'all gonna get the death
SC,
penalty.
they'll hammer SC because SC be playing pussy and don't take them to court. If you take the
Right.
NCAA to federal court, the federal court already told everybody that they ain't finna never rule in favor of the NCAA over a student athlete. They feel like what the NCAA have been doing for years is a crime. They said if any other business used this business model, it'll be racketeering, embezzlement, and everybody will be in motherfucking jail. That's what they said about the NCAA. They said they the mob. And if it wasn't college and it wasn't around academics and sports, the NCAA would be in prison, in federal prison. So the NCAA, USC, we the only fucking school that they can scare and spook.
Yeah, and then they try to do it again, and they try to do it again.
Schools, like they be daring the NCAA to try to do something to them because they know we gonna take it to court and we gonna win. Like
He didn't. My bad, fella. He did. I seen it wrong. He didn't sign. He's just on his way to visit North Carolina. That's his first visit
Who?
to go. Kamari House, the linebacker from Washington. That's
Oh,
from
call that
Bosco.
done. Call that done. He's about to go see Belichick. Call that done.
Yeah, he going to visit North Carolina.
He's
you
going
said,
to visit. No, he's going to visit Belichick.
is that the UCLA kid?
No,
that's
he out of the
Washington
linebacker
kid.
out of Washington
Yeah,
that went to Bosco. he was a 3-star coming out of Bosco, but went up to Washington and killed us this season too. Against he played well against USC.
UCLA kid that we missed. I don't know, Eugene Brooks or something, a linebacker.
No, that's the
Eugene Brooks,
no. I mean,
he
I'm
was a
not trying to
lineman.
talk in racist athlete, but is that the white boy who balled out against us?
No.
Because he was a Cali boy too.
Nah, it's not him.
Oh, okay.
I just heard
This
UCLA got somebody we should have had got.
yeah, offensive lineman out of was he out of Oklahoma? I think Brooks or Georgia. I can't remember. He was for. I can't remember for. But yeah. So what happened was, which is gets on my nerves. But what happened was he was a crystal ball to go to USC, and then the same day that then we announced that our offensive line coach was leaving for Purdue. He went and visited UCLA, and he signed with UCLA. And then we named our offensive line coach, and we reached out to him like, "Hey, so and so is going to be our offensive line coach." And it's been reported that his people said, "Well, y'all should have called us yesterday. It's too late.
I heard
He had
about
already
that.
signed with UCLA."
Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that today. Yeah, for sure. Like if you would have called me a day earlier, it'd have been different.
I mean, you can always change, but yeah, it is what it is.
And I feel like Hanson. No, is it Hanson? Yeah, it's Hanson. I feel like he's gonna clean up on the offensive lineman because you see what he did
He's
with
a
the
good
tight
recruiter.
end.
Yeah, he's a good recruiter.
Well, his wife is the one who runs all the recruiting for SC.
Yeah, she
You
head of
think she's not
recruiting.
gonna make sure her husband got all the recruits?
Hey, Jabal Jarrett, he listed at 6'5", 350.
That's a big boy.
That's a big ass boy. I'm like, man, all he got to do is sit there. Like, damn.
He an offensive lineman.
Oh, he a D line.
Yeah. See, I'll just put two. I'm telling you, like 2, 3. We
Hey,
got one.
that's the kid that's out of Georgia, right? That's from
Yeah,
Georgia, right?
yeah. They
I
said
told you, man.
Damon committed to Michigan, but I heard that wasn't official. Is it official now? The
I
D
heard
line.
he had already committed. I heard he had already committed to Michigan.
Yeah, but somebody was saying he didn't. They came back and said, I don't know, but I had wanted to get him too. He would have been a good pickup. Christian, your boy, Brownlow Dindy, he went to South Carolina. I know you wanted him.
Yeah.
Travis Shaw got measurables. Travis Shaw, 6'5", 330. North Carolina D lineman. I had to check his film, but
Yeah,
he
he
got
probably gonna change his. He gonna probably gonna change his whole perspective since Belichick came in. That North
Belichick.
Carolina.
Belichick might not be able to relate to everybody though. College football is about relationships. I don't know if Bill Belichick ready to kiss ass. Like this recruiting, these kids they need their ass kissed because you got other schools that'll do it, like Oregon and Ohio State.
Belichick, he didn't kiss no ass with the Patriots, and that's what I was saying. Before when I was talking about them not paying these skilled positions, these running back and receivers all this money. He never paid no running back and no receivers a whole bunch of money. He even let, I think Christian pointed this out. He even let Brandon Moss walk when Brandon Moss was trying to get that bag from him. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. You're right, Carter. I don't know how he's going to relate to the college level because he ain't used to paying much at all. So he might have a change of heart. Somebody might talk to him, or hire a GM and let them deal with it. But if it's up to him, those skill positions not getting hardly anything.
No, right? So I think Bill Belichick he gonna need a somebody on his staff that is a hell of a recruiter. And like you
But he
said,
gonna need his whole staff to be hella recruiters. He's gonna be like how Dion. He doesn't go out. He gonna be like bring the kids to me.
nah, I mean, hold on. Bill Belichick should be able to put together a hell of a staff. He Bill Belichick. What up and coming coach
Exactly.
want to coach up under him and get up under his tree? You get on Bill Belichick coaching tree, you gonna fuck around and get an NFL job. So he should have
Yeah.
the best of staff and recruiters. He should have his pick of the litter.
Yeah,
Shit.
He got his son. I know he got his
You
he
son
got his
on
son in
already.
Washington. He can bring him in as a D coordinator. He can go to Josh
better
McDaniels and be like, come in to be my OC. And then
y'all better hope he don't want none of our fucking coaches. Shit. Let them call the shit. It's politics.
Yeah.
They look at coaching trees, and you got the Harbaugh coaching tree, you got the Andy Reid, you got the Bill Belichick, and
the Shanahan coaching tree. You got the coaching tree.
Yeah, you got a couple of trees.
You even got the Pete Carroll coaching tree, even though Pete Carroll not in the league no more.
Yeah, but Pete Carroll kind of actually fall under Bill Belichick. No, he don't. He was
like,
there before.
Hey, now that we bring that up, you know who will be a great linebacker coach to bring in is Ken Norton and put Sua under him.
Ken Norton. I mean, he was a part of the glory days, but he was with it.
And he know the landscape.
Somebody said hire Troy Polamalu. We got DB coach though. But shit.
I'm about to say the coach linebacker.
Right. That's just recruiting. That's just like getting the coach because of who he was. That's just like when
easiest route, might not to cut you off, but to the linebacker, I think the obvious shit is Chris Claiborne and telling him to bring Sua and groom Sua.
Because him and Sua, he takes Sua out for a whole year, show him the whole landscape. Sua go clean up everybody.
Oh, Navarro Bowman, that's a good choice too.
Oh yeah, they can do for Penn State. I think the league got somebody that we don't even know under the wing. This is like, and then we gonna look at it like, ooh, that was a good one.
I'm gonna take a Henny notebook. Who the 49ers?
I think they.
Who the 49ers? Because Fred Warner, the last I checked, he the best linebacker in the fucking league. So
I mean, so what's crazy about it is Rob Saleh was the 49ers coach. That's how he got the head coaching job at the Jets. You know what I'm saying? The Jets fired him. He available. They current linebacker coach. I mean, but Rob Saleh have been there, you know what I'm saying, for the during their heyday here recently, ever since Shanahan came in. So with all that, with Greenlaw, he brought all them in and coached them up. He just took the job at the Jets a couple of years ago. He ain't do good with the Jets, but as a DC linebacker coach, he's pretty good. He's available. The 49ers recent linebacker coach, I mean, he stepped into a situation where these linebackers was made by Robert Saleh. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Low for the Tuba. Good. That's a good one, J Vito. Low for the Tuba, Hall of Fame coach, USC Trojan. That's a good one.
Got it. I think he had a. No, he wasn't the MVP, but he balled out, played in Super Bowls.
But look, I think the way to go is an NFL coach. Fuck it. I think that's what we need to be. Because that's a recruiting pitch like a motherfucker. So I would say that would be my parameter for the linebacker coach. I want an NFL coach. If I ain't going Claiborne, I need an NFL coach. Just for the.
I think one or two things that happen. I think that's exactly what's happening. That is either somebody in the NFL they're looking at and they waiting, for the season to go on, or number two, I think don't be surprised if it's not somebody from the NFL and they're not waiting for the season to be done to bring them in, but it might be a closed deal already. You know what I'm saying?
Like
number
they did with Henry last year.
Yeah, number two, it might be. Don't be surprised if you see somebody on these playoff teams, linebacker coach, end up at USC.
Yep. Because they did that with Hitty last year. They did that with Hitty. Like everybody's like, oh, he going to. I remember my cousin called me. He was like, oh, Hitty going to SC. I was like, what? He go downgrade? No, he going to SC. Don't want to leave Cali. Love LA. They gonna pay him. Everything gonna work out. He's a monster at what he does. Like he's just absolutely phenomenal at what he does. So they probably got somebody in the wing, and then you got to think about it too. We also got to get a tight end coach, unless we're gonna have Hanson do both.
And look, Henny and Deanton Lynn is NFL coach, got NFL ties, right? So yeah. I know they looking in the NFL ranks.
Yeah, they got plug. They got they've been in the NFL.
and all that. They got the relationships, the contact, the resume. Like it'll be a good look. Like as a coach, yeah, it's a good look to go work with Henny and Lynn.
All Lynn got to do is call his daddy.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
Man, don't bring that man in. I'm a Charger fan. No, don't call no
Yeah, I
Anthony
know,
Lynn.
but all he got to do is, I mean, he worked his way up to that level, so he's been in all the trees. He knows who the top coaches is. He knows who the youngsters
Okay. I
on
thought
there.
you were talking about bringing Anthony Lynn in. I'm still mad at
No,
him
no,
from his
no.
Charger
I mean,
season.
if they did that,
Louisville
that's
was
gonna be an
terrible.
absolute monster. But it's you know, but I'm just saying he can call his dad and be like, "Hey, who's this guy? Who's that guy?" You know, they're probably going through their whole Rolodex right now. They looking at everybody who's a potential, and then everybody who's open to leaving.
I think they got some. I think they got somebody, and they just waiting to make it official for that person's season to be over.
Just like,
I think they got pretty much in mind who they want. That's just my impression of it.
just
right.
like they did with Hitty.
But you
Because
brought up
remember,
something good because you brought up something good because I know I forgot. I ain't even thought about tight end coach.
yeah, I mean, we got to replace that, but you know, hey, we'll
Yeah,
figure that out.
I ain't even thought on the tight end coach. I ain't thought none of it. I know our tight end coach went to offensive line coach, and I ain't even thought of nothing about the tight end coach.
So we got a lot of work to do. Still. But like you Carter, like you said, the NIL drop off that popped off more today, last 2 days. They there's no
Man,
way
it's
they're
been a
built.
refreshing 2 days. It's been refreshing.
Yeah, there's no way they building that facility and not gonna go after the players to put in it. There's no way they're gonna
Right.
have the most top notch facility in all of college football. You go to Oregon, all right, come down here and see our facility. You're gonna be like, what? Like this is way different. You go to Alabama, you come back because this is like the new age cutting. Like that's why the new age cutting way of doing things, right? Like if we look at it from a perspective, like every year they get the Super Bowl, ain't that the brand newest stadium?
Uh,
Allegiant last year, new stadium. Like I remember when he
yeah.
had it in Frisco, new stadium. Like you know, like when you got all the new stuff, like it's like the players want to go there, or people want to go play there. That's what they want to do. That's what it is. And they got to get LA right. And you guys know why? This is
Wow.
why he really has to get LA right this year. There's two things coming. This next year, they got the World Cup coming to LA.
And the Olympics coming, the next
And
Olympics.
the Olympics is coming in 2028. That is like, that's why like all the prices and everything is shooting out the roof in LA.
Right.
When you look at that just from a financial perspective, oh man. You get all these. That's why all these cats is coming in here buying up all the LA right now because they're like, oh man, they got this coming and they got that coming, and it's like, yeah, it's gonna drive up the price on everything.
Not for real.
Could you imagine having an apartment building or something just during that whole what month of the World Cup and like you go and rearrange all your even if you tear down a building or whatever you do, like you upgrade all your facility just in an apartment building or like what it's going to look like because you got those two huge major events coming in. That's going to pay for everything. All them people don't know shit coming in from France and coming in from Africa, coming in from Australia or nothing. Like they don't got to be right. They don't even know they in the hood. But they about to pay the top dollar to
So,
Airbnb it for the weekend or whatever, like yeah, you can like quadruple your price.
hey, before I get up out of here though, what y'all think we pivoting to next? Y'all saying we going to the O line? We getting old boy from Washington? What's the O line prospects like? What is looking like?
I'm going more. I'm going more. I know B. Jean says the O line. I agree with that, but um the O line is cool, but I'm gonna stick with the defense. I'm gonna put the linebackers and the DBs, and I'm gonna shore up the defensive line. I'm gonna have my defensive game all the way tight because the offensive players I feel like you could grab anytime, especially with being Lincoln Riley.
What you got, B Jinx?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with my same game plan. I'm going straight to going back to the trenches, baby. I'm getting that O line. I'm giving me a center. I'm giving me these two tackles. One definitely for that right side, and one to back up just in case some pop off, and my younger talent is not quite ready yet. Again, next year is going to be Lincoln Riley's make or break year. So he's going to have to definitely get this right, like we've been saying with this portal. But yeah, my primary focus. I know we picked up a couple DBs. Well, we got some good news on one DB, but we kept one. But yeah, my focus is on those trenches, man. That's where I'm keeping my focus at, and then everything else is going to be you know um, gravy,
The
on top
gravy
of
train,
what I
right?
got. The
Yeah.
rest of it gonna be gravy on top of that steak. So that's just me.
And what y'all give the grades? What y'all grade the Keeshawn Silver and Eli Sanders signing?
A+.
I give it an A. I give it an A, especially with the defensive line. I give it an A.
Silver makes me give it an A+. The tailback is we'll see.
All right, gang. Well, hopefully we sign somebody else so I can come back and do another live. Like I appreciate y'all brothers always. B Jinx always come to show the love. Alexander,
But
my boy Chris. Y'all got any final things y'all want to say to USC Nation before we get out?
Man, I just want to say this, man. I appreciate you, B Jinx, for always giving the hope.
yeah,
Because
hey, I told
the
you,
other
man.
day I was like, I'm
Hey,
done.
I'm telling you, man. I look at it from again. I can easily say this, man. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I can easily go with the home team, Alabama, and they've been in they wave for a minute. But like I said, one previous live, man, ever since I saw Keeshawn signing that Rose Bowl, man, I've been SC. I've been an SC fan ever since then. So, you know, um, but I take my feelings out of it. I learned how to take my feelings out of it and look at it from a GM perspective. If I'm running a company, I'm trying to downsize and maximize, be cost effective. This is what I need to do. So you just take that same principle and you apply it to this portal and your recruitment. You take the same principle and apply it. And that's why I was like, hey, look, I'm not panicking. I see the play. I see what how Riley's operating, and he's building his team to compete in the Big Ten because prior we had the team to get out there and compete in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Well, yep. On that note, shit, it's fight on. Hopefully, some more
Well, one
pop.
thing I do want to say, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Carter,
Go ahead.
we
Go ahead.
off the dribble though, bro. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah,
Always
most
being
definitely.
a man of his word, always, you work hard, you do your thing, and always letting us all come on, man. And you always play you're way different than anybody that's talking about FC, and that's what gives you the blessing that God's giving you. And it keep rolling in that angle, keep on rolling in that place of life, and God's gonna keep on blessing you. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you, my brother.
Well, I appreciate y'all too. Like, I'm gonna keep rolling. I hope y'all keep rolling with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hey, hey, Carter, you young Truth 12, right? On
yeah,
Cash App, young Truth 12, 1 2, right?
yeah.
Okay, all right, I got you.
All right, good looking.
Yeah, I got you too, but you already know it's gonna be on.
It's on. To the next
Yeah,
time. I don't appreciate y'all.
for
All right, fight
sure.
on, my man.
All right.
All right, brother.